Hope you got him. Fucking adverts in the middle of my fucking song, you fuckers!
Get better grades.
Raw. Lying advert fuckers. Lie again. Layers of lies. Layers of liars. Lying. Lie for a change. Lying for a change. Greetings, I'm here. Hello. I'm here to talk about lies. Hello, Ron. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. What lies? What lies have befallen us this week? My word. I think if I tried to unpick all the lies, I would be here till the day I die. Oh, yes, Lewis, it shall indeed. Lewis has spoken. It shall indeed be a stream we shall never forget. Nothing will be the same after this. Hey up! All right, so hey up Ron, hey up Lewis, hey up Curia, hey up all to count. Lies, just lies, innit? Just fucking lies all over the fucking place. Innit, man? So where do we start? Where do we start? Should we start with what happened at Slotham's? Like, did you see that? That was an attempt at terraforming right there. Right there. That was fucking Ricardo right there. Did you see them all in there? Good Lord. Obviously, Ron, present company accepted, of course. Of course. And everyone's welcome to come up. Like the day Cody Bell ruled over Hyatt's minor sister, never forget. Exactly. Well, this is another thing, Ron. This is a narrative that Evil was pushing, which I thought was interesting. Really pushing it as well. And there was no reason for it, saying that I was going to be the next PSG member. But you see, what they're doing there is they're judging me by their own standards, that I need to join up with someone and hide behind someone. And I don't have to join up with the PSG. Do I? Why do I have to join up with anybody? I don't have to take someone else's lies. I can make my own lies up. I don't need Ricardo to tell me his lies. Just like I don't need Dean to tell me his lies as well. And I will never forget that about Dean. And this is the thing. When the counter that I'm getting is a complete lie, it's fine, isn't it? I've got nothing to say. I've got nothing I can argue with that, because at the end of the day, I've said all the way along that although all bets are off, it doesn't mean those guys are any better. It just means that they're not an isolated case, because it's shown me that other people are just as bad, you see. And that's what that is. But it doesn't mean that Dean will ever be absolved, because Dean is another matter altogether. Now, Dean does not come into that at all. Exactly, Ron. As if I would. As if. It's just a narrative. It's just something that, see, Ricardo has to jump. Like, he has to do the Minority Report. He can't just deal with what's happening because it doesn't fit into his reality. So he has to do a fucking Minority Report on me and then send all his flying monkeys off on me as if I've done the thing that he's Minority Reported me about. And at the same time, the massive hypocrisy with most of the stuff that they're attacking me with, because most of the stuff is projection as well on top of it. So you're just like, it's just fucking hilarious. Now then, Ron, what do you think about fucking Nelda being in your fucking ranks now? Well, always have been, but like being like in the driving seat, so to speak. What do you reckon about that? And do you not think fucking psychopath vibes coming off that fucker in every fucking chat? Up everyone's fucking arse straight away. It's like someone put a pound in him and then off he goes. Evil is either sadly blinded by Ricardo or taking his trolling to a whole new level. I'm hoping it's taking the trolling to a whole new level. I think that's what it is. I get that vibe off him. I do get that vibe off him. I think it's a bit of a mix. I think it's a bit of a bromance, which, you know, we can all fall afoul of occasionally. But I think mixed up with saying hello, and I can keep on roasting me. Well, you can come on panel if you want, Evil. We can talk about it. Why not? I've got no problem with having a conversation with you about it. I've got nothing to hide. I've got no lies to keep up. I've got no one to answer to. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about what I have to say anymore. So come on up. You know what I mean? Thank you for coming and saying hello. I appreciate it. But as well, Evil, all that stuff about me being a PSG member, come on. That's so Ricardo. There's plenty of stuff you could throw at me just in general. You know what I mean? You don't have to make shit up or Minority Report me. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you can maybe attack me for that one 6 months down the line if I have done that. How about that? Rather than just like throwing new shit onto the fire of stuff that's not even happened yet and not going to happen, potential, it's not going to happen. Or it's just trolling, and that's fair enough. But it did seem quite attached. You don't want to be yelled again. Oh, fair enough. Oh, bless you. Oh, well, fair enough then. But, mate, who was the one who came in? Just think back. I don't know if you can remember, but how did this all start? I'd like you to tell me, how did this all start? What made you turn? What made you turn on me like you did? Because I was fine, and the evidence shows it. I was fine. And you came in on me on multiple chats. So I'm all right with it, mate, as you know. But, like, what I want to know is if you're going to be saying I'm yelling at you, well, what was it that started it? Because I was fine. And Ricardo admitted the other day that he manipulated and lied to get that going. So please do let me know what it was that I did to warrant this. Because as well, Vic was very. I just literally popped into his before I came to Slotham's, and they were all talking about me, and they were all talking about how I was pissed off at Vic and all this stuff. Now, if he's that bothered, he could watch I can put a timestamp and he can watch it there, and I'll put it on my community post for him. But at the end of the day, again, it's people talking about me and then turning on me when I respond. And they were all whipping themselves up in that chat. They were all whipping themselves up royally. And he was getting himself right whipped up until I turned up and just said, excuse me, what the fuck? And I just said what it was that happened was I was stream sniping you guys last night, and Vic came on and said, I don't know what she's up to. I don't know what she's up to. And I'm like, what am I up to? Please tell me, because no one's told me what I'm up to either. And it does remind me very much of the PSG. It reminds me of the Chinless Homies. It reminds me of the stuff to do with you. And it's just very similar. It's just the same shit again. And obviously, that's fair enough. I'm not moaning about it but I'm experienced at it. That's the problem. Last week on Slotham, it was you being attacked by me. Yeah, but I'm talking before then, mate. No, I'm talking before the Battletoad stream and before the Chastity Bot stream, mate. So I'm talking about, when was it you came in on me? On the Fiber Twig stream. And you called me a cunt. And I think there was a time before that. If you want, we can go back. We can go right back. Because what happened was you turned on me, mate. We can go all the way back to when I was on holiday and you were talking about me with Ricardo. And people were sending me messages from outside the Herbies saying, oh, have you seen this? So I had to deal with that. And I was gracious about it. I was very gracious. What started it, mate, was Candice. Because it created a conflict between Ricardo and everybody else. And he has spent the rest of the time terraforming everything to make that conflict even out. And then he's got a bit of a taste of success and he's pushing forward now. And do you know what he's doing, mate? He's trying to undo all of you guys. And do you know why? Because he wants to deliver it all to fucking Darius and be like, look what I've done. I've disassembled the Herbies. I've used the Herbies to get into Slothams, and now I've been terrorizing and fucking terraforming Slothams as well. Thank you, DT. Thank you. Do you know what I mean? And you guys are just playing right into his hands, in my opinion. No. Oh, look at this. No, I'm not talking. No, it wasn't. Well, there was various people, mate. It might have been Chastity Bot. It might have been other people as well. Chastity Bot. Well, yes, that's because you guys were making up lies about me. No, it wasn't you. Sorry, I do take it back. I take it back. It was the PSG were making up lies about me and saying that I was trying it on with fucking Rabbit Dude or something, I think, weren't it? Poor Rabbit Dude. Come on the panel, Evil, and let's have a chat about it. I'm not going to yell at you. I only yelled that time at Ricardo's because, come on, mate. This is the thing, right? We can disagree. We can be on the other side of the fence from each other because we're both mates, right? But it's the fucking amnesia that I just can't get my head around. Like, why are you forgetting all of that other stuff? Like, it's not like, I'm not saying don't forgive him. I'm just saying, like, you're acting like it never fucking happened. Like, don't you remember all that stuff that he did? Don't you remember his past experience, our past experience with him? Don't you remember how you interact with? At Vic's panel, I also yelled. Well, I've had two interactions with you, and that's it. Oh, you can fuck right off, Nelda, you fucking little psychopath. Yeah, so, and also, Evil, I want to ask you about this thing with Nelda. What's this then? So are you in with DT then? Is that what it is? Because you've got Ricardo there now. You've got Nelda in charge. You know what I mean? They're all coming in. They're coming in one by one. And you've got other things happening as well that I've noticed around your ends. Like, because it's like the vultures circling something where they know there's a bit of trouble going off. You know what I mean? They know there's something going off. You end up with vultures. It's an indicator. I've seen them at yours. He's been bussing in, like they've been bussing in simps, like into yours, because you've opened the floodgates now. And what used to be a discretionary place with critical thinking, arguments, discussion, and evidence is now lies, amnesia, twisting, turning, spinning, attacks, toxicity, just purely that. So really, Dean's won, hasn't he? Because he's infected this entire area and terraformed it. And now through that's put the pressure on Ricardo, which has now put the pressure on you guys, which is now terraforming your area, which is why I'm a bit sad about it, because obviously we fought for that area, didn't we? We fought to keep that creative and free and away from toxicity and lies and cult behavior, and we fought against that. But obviously things change, things move on. I can be the last vestige of the fucking legacy of Rick. It's fine. I don't mind. Well, me and Slotham, there's only us left now. There's only us left. The legacy of Rick, and lives on in over here with me and lives with fucking Slotham. But who else around here has got the fucking legacy of Rick going on with them now? Ain't you guys. It ain't you guys at all. There are two Judge Judy's, a real and a fake one. Yeah, that's it. You can tell the fake one. Yeah, fatal vision. Exactly. It's like any, you're wanting to curry favour with Ricardo for some reason. He's in a position of power. And I wonder, I don't know why, but I know you get on with him and that's cool. I mean, I used to get on with Ricardo. Until he decided that he wanted to do this massive scheme, which does involve, I don't know where that's going to end up. Oh, chastity bots. Oh, right, well, fair. But your besties with fucking Ricardo, mate. So I'm talking to you and I'll talk to him and all. Yeah, I mean, as I've said, there's only the black holes that I care about now. That was my thing. It's not that I want to be part of the PSG. It's that I've realised that I was too laser targeted. I was too laser targeted on the people, but not laser targeted enough that I was kind of attaching the groups in as well. But actually, the groups are just pussies and lemmings and people like that. And there's no difference, absolutely no difference between those guys following Dean and the Ricardos following Ricardo. The Dean's Queens and the Ricardos, that's it. There's no difference, in my opinion. The same scheme. You know me, Evil. Yes, I might be paranoid and I might be a woman and I might be emotional, but you know that I see things. You know that I see patterns, and you know that I see schemes, and that I'm not too invested in shutting down everything else. You know that. You can make out that I am as much as you want, but you've known me for a long time, and you know that I won't do that because I actually do want to find out. I want to do the job. So, eventually I'd get to a point where I'm like, no, this job isn't going to get done by me sticking my ego all over this shit. So, that my focus is to get the job done. You know what I mean? So all this is just lies. And I have seen schemes and things happening at yours that have been going on for a while now. And you can deny it all you want. You can call me all the names you want. You can shut me down, say I'm going to be part of the PSG. But really, you know that there's a seed of truth in what I say. And you can play it from this point. You can play it, but don't be played by that fucker, mate. Fucking hell, be played by someone better than that. Jesus Christ. He's a joke to the whole fucking community with how much he lies. And you're going to stand there and pretend that he's not lying? Yeah, man. All right, Lord Maximus. Oops, that was wrong. Focus on being best friends with Lewis for years and I've always apologised to you. Jealous? Are you jealous? What are you talking about? Your focus was being best friend with Lewis Spears. No, mate, your focus was being jealous of Volp, being jealous of anybody that I spoke to, being so jealous. You're jealous of Lewis and everything. And so to the point, very jealous indeed, to the point where, like, I was talking about that. You were always bitching about me. Oh, don't talk to Lewis. Don't talk to Lewis. Well, what happened was, as soon as Lewis came and apologized to me, you started, because you saw that actually you weren't going to be in control of this war anymore, and it was going to go outside of your sphere of reference and your sphere of influence, and that set you off. Volp Doctors families. Oh, right. And what about Ricardo? Ricardo was the first one, mate. Ricardo was the one going around DTs, putting level 1 online's address up everywhere all the time. Yeah? So, carry on. I know. Like, why don't we stick to the argument instead of just like attacking people and throwing shit? That's a Ricardo move. You are you're worth like fucking 1 million of him. Evil. You really are. And your way of arguing is way better than his. So just take that shit out of your head, man, because he isn't worth sacrificing anything for. Yeah, Ricardo used to dox people. Ricardo used to do everything that he fucking says. He's a fucking projector. Full-on projector. Yeah, well, that was a joke, Fatal Vision. That was a fucking joke, that was them guys being fucking pussies over on that side. So they were like threatening to, they were actually going and ringing people, and they were fucking shutting down people's channels and doing the lot. And then we said, well, what if we ring the school then, because you're doing all this shit? Because he was actually in real life doing that shit, you know, harassing people's underage family members and the lot. So we said, well, what if we ring your kid's school then, considering you're fucking exploiting him on the fucking internet? And then it was the worst thing in the fucking world then, weren't he? He was crying, he was clutching his pearls with a lot, never known anything like it. Oh my God, not ringing the kid's school. And then I said to him, well, what if we did ring the kid's school? Because then if you weren't embarrassed about your fucking actions, then you wouldn't have to worry about us ringing the fucking kid's school, would you? Well, that was it then. That sent him into a fucking tantrum and crying for days. This is the same guy who is literally going around harassing, doxing, and shutting down people's channels. He's a piece of shit, mate. He really is a piece of shit. However, Ricardo is worse, I think, in a way. Like with Ricardo, like I realised that actually my original plan probably does still stand. I just realised this morning, because it was like, I said that I had a choice of 2 fucking narcs to go in on. I could either go in on Dean or I could go in on Ricardo. And so to be fair, I did challenge him, and this is his response. So that's fair enough. But at the same time, he's had to use all these people to do it. And he's had to just come in and fuck around and manipulate all these people who he calls friends to do these, like this very small time agenda. And I mean, when I say I'm going in on these people, it was out of defense. You know, these guys have got an agenda against me and focused on me, obsessed with me. Ricardo, it's because I think he only has like 3 people in streams normally. And so he realised he'd had a taste of the good life. He'd thrown away the herbies. He'd got them back. He'd thrown them away again. And then he realised that he was fucked. Do you know what I mean? Like, because he'd gone through all the drama and he didn't have anyone. But I think he'd had his eye on Evil for a while. That's why he went in on Ron originally, because he had a plan for Evil. But it was probably on the back burner. And then, yeah, he's just come back in because he wants that drama, and he thinks that if he can attach to Evil, then he can attach to Evil and get all his shit, and then he'll also attach through Evil to me. So he's just got infinite connection to shit forever and ever and ever. He can talk about me whenever he's bored, whenever he's only got 3 people on his stream, he can just drop my name. And evil will support him to do it. So he will always be fed and always just have this supply of cheap ass lied about shit. What is different between him and the fucking PSG in that sense? I get the defense aspect, sending minions to my streams claiming that making audiences uncomfortable is a social experiment. Yeah, man, it's just bizarre. It's the way that they have to all act in packs, and they don't realize that makes them look so weak. And then hiding behind fucking Legend of Nelda, right? Which we think is either Cyan or SCE, right? So there you go on that one. And hiding behind people like that, faceless, voiceless alts, who are just being just flying monkeys and guard dogs, and that is it. And that just shows you, it just shows you that they've got no fucking argument. You know, when someone's argument relies on your fucking museum stole our artifacts. You know what I mean? It just gets to a ridiculous level, doesn't it? Of like, you ain't got nothing, Buster. You ain't got nothing on me. If that's what you're doing, that's fucking mental. Yeah, and it's the defense bit. It really is. They don't see what it makes them look like, and when they then sit there and say, like, you know, like say Nelda, oh, you ruined Star Wars Day, you make it all about you, and and you're like, no, I just do my streams, and you guys make it all about me, and then I'm not allowed to talk about it because you tell me otherwise then I'm making it about me. So it's all this gaslighting bullshit. When they were on at Slotham's, they were saying that, you know, I'm going to be part of the PSG, I'm joining up with this person, I've got to join up with Lewis, I've got to join up with all these people. I'm on my own person. And they just cannot get their head around it because they are literally stood within their ranks of fucking flying monkeys shouting at me about their Minority Report, about me joining the PSG and crying about it while they're literally doing that shit. And I'm on my own. I'm just on my own trying to fight my corner, being buried by these people who used to be my friends. You're just like, are you fucking for real? And you think that makes you look good? Asking audiences where they're from and trying to get dirt to report back. Interesting. Who's doing that? Oh, I'm interested in stuff like that, Fatal Vision. That stuff, that's the shit I'm here for. I love shit like that, and they don't realise it. I'm watching all these fuckers who are doing this shit, and I'll call them out on it. They all start arguing the case and stuff. What they don't realise is I'm sat there writing fucking notes. Well, I'm not really, but I'm sat in my head. I'm sat there looking at it. I'm the one who remembered fucking Nelda was Nelda. It took me a while, but I did remember it because that shit for some reason is important to my brain, and I'm like, follow the lady. Do you know what I mean? And just work out which that fucking alt is. So yeah, asking audiences and doing these little machinations. This is the Fraggle Rock Game of Thrones, this. Yeah, I agree with you, Jocus. Yeah. It is. It's just crazy. He's just obsessed. He's a definite woman hater. I mean, it's the level of like, there's just no shame to it. He don't try and hide it. He don't try and dress it up. All he does is like shout it out and get his minions to do his bidding. But it's different to Dean, because with Dean, it's like, as I've said before, Dean's like a tank and a bit more like a really slow burner, whereas Ricardo's just like fucking, he's just like pop-up pirate or like Buckaroo or something like that. Nobody here behaves like Jesus, so we all have the right to dox and harass everyone. Oh, wait, that's weird. No one has a right to do anything but cue you. What I'm saying is, you walk in here, you know what you're getting into, and that's it. It's like saying, like, you're walking through the fucking Florida Everglades and the fucking quicksand's got the right to suck you down. It doesn't have the right to suck you down, but there is quicksand, so you might want to watch your step. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. It's just that's where we're at. I'm Nelda. Fucking hell, though. Hiding behind Nelda. It just doesn't give your argument any credibility at all. Like, that is a big fucking Darius fucking supporter right there. Massive. You've got two massive Darius supporters who were like, all right, Evil, I'll let you in, who were just in there destabilizing a lot of you. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can, yes. Nice to speak to you.
Nice to speak to you. I saw a little bit of your stream sniping yesterday. Did you realize, or you made it on purpose, that nobody could see the fiber tweak
No, I didn't
game?
realise till afterwards. I was pissing myself laughing. I was there talking about it.
I was like, "Oh shit! Like this is bad. Like 2 hours of fiber tweak, and you guys are
Yeah.
getting off fiber tweak." But the crazy part is that your chat wasn't telling you that they couldn't see the
No, no one
game.
told me. But to be honest, they probably knew that they were only going to see like the first fucking few screens before I just quit anyway. So it was like they didn't miss anything. They didn't miss anything at all.
Yeah, but there's at least some one crazy person that will say, "Hey, hey, I can see the game." I get that many
I
could be
don't think
trolling.
anyone's that bothered about watching it. To be fair,
Oh no, no one cared. Everybody was on a mission, but
everyone's just chilling in the chat. It's fine. Like, but yeah, it was funny because I was like D Reed for 2 hours, just a picture of D Reed. Just
yeah, I was like, I don't think this was on purpose, but yeah.
no, sadly. But like I say, they didn't miss anything anyway.
Okay, okay. I mean, it's more fiber tweak, right? Like,
Yeah, it's just it's I'm on the Doshin level. It's really really hard. I can't get past the second screen of it.
at least we get to hear the annoying music. Dee, dee, dee,
Yeah.
dee, 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 dee. Oh my god, that music's
Well,
so
that's what's inspired me to do the album, the Fiber Twig album. Is I'm going to use the music for it as well. It's mainly because Doshin was saying that he had it in his head and he couldn't get it out of his head and he couldn't go to sleep. So that he inspired me to do a whole album of Fiber Twig music for Doshin.
holy shit. A whole fiber twig album. That's rich.
Yeah. Well, the next song that's coming out is the one for Curia. The only thing, it's all done. I just need to work out how to put fucking synths on it. That's it.
Okay, okay.
So yes.
Yes, Rondamon, what the dashing level can be hard if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Where is he tonight? Anyway, Doshin. Gone quiet, I know.
Maybe the PSG are streaming or something. I don't know.
It could be. It could be. Yeah.
I don't know I don't know what time is there. Like I always forget. Is it 13 hours from us? Like
In Australia, oh, I don't even know. It's like it's in the evening for them, I think. Oh no, afternoon
maybe
of this day.
maybe he's busy burying Evie. Like remains.
I know. I've got a lot
or the other thing. Maybe one of them are busy burying each other, like the other one.
Well, if Evie's busy burying him, she'll be doing it in real life, though, won't she? With someone and having a beer and chilling out.
Yeah, probably. I mean, thank God she moved on from from YouTube. Since,
Basically, that's my point. Yeah, she's moved on, and she ain't going to be on YouTube unless she's on an alt somewhere.
Yeah, maybe she's Joel Studios. I don't know.
Oh, Jolt Studios. Hello, Jolt Studios.
I don't know. I'm just saying because I saw the name.
Look at this. What are your honest thoughts on Jose Albo dumpster diving for leftovers? And people got to eat. To be fair, I do know, or I did know, when I did Occupy, there were some people who did freeganism, which was when you went to the shop at the end of the day and you got the stuff off them that they were getting rid of, and it just saved. It was so that they could kind of eat meat and everything, but they were kind of still kind of technically vegetarian in the sense that they weren't buying any meat. So it was like that. But that started a whole sort of movement over here where they started saving the leftovers shit instead of just chucking it all away and selling it on apps to people. So you can go on the app. I've never done it, but you can go on the app and then you find out where the thing is and you go, and at the end of the day they sell you their stuff cheap. But that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the freegans jumping in the bins and kicking off that they were chucking away all this like brand new shit straight out the shop. So that's my thoughts on it.
So I checked and it's almost midday where he lives. Yeah, so it's weird he's not here. He said I saw him commenting today on Ricardo's play game stream. And Doshin was saying that you were it was hilarious. It was like oh, CV called me this and that yesterday or
That was
earlier.
terrible.
Were you on his stream or
No,
something?
I didn't go anywhere near him. He's making
Okay.
shit up. He's doing a
Or
Ricardo.
maybe when he went to the Fiverr Tweak one, I don't know, but maybe he's making it up. I don't care.
Yeah, he's probably making it up. I don't think so
But he
because
was like, oh yeah, like last night, like CV was calling me this and that and this. I think you guys are off the hook, not off the hook, but was like, I think no,
no,
he said, I think I'm lower on the scale now. It's like
God bless
okay, yeah.
him. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I
He'll
might
be
have
here
done.
if he hasn't been banned. He'll be here.
I don't think I've banned it, or I might have banned him, or if it weren't me, it was someone else. I said last time that I would unban everybody this time. How do I do that? How do I unban everyone?
You want to do it live? Because that's kind of a fun thing to watch
Yeah,
the
I
ban.
thought we could, yeah, like as a weekly thing, just on the crunch, just have it as like a ritual and just unban everyone.
Okay, you go to your YouTube studio.
Okay.
You can share the screen once you are there, if you want. If you want.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, we'll
Because
see
it's
who's on
gonna be
there.
the name. Okay, then you go to settings on your bottom left.
Hang on, I'm not up there. I'm not in it yet. It's still
Okay.
loading.
Okay.
Settings in the bottom left. Oh yes.
And then you go to community.
Aha, yes.
And you
Aha.
will see your moderators, and if you scroll down, you will see like the ban accounts,
Okay.
hidden users. Yeah, yeah. Oh, if you wanna share,
Can you see it? No, I can't see it. I'm going to share it.
you don't have to, but it's kind of funny. I did it before.
It?
Like it's kind of a fun
Oh,
thing to read, like for the chat.
yeah, it's fun. I mean, yeah, I got the idea from you. You used to do it, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. Because just reading the accounts is hilarious. You always have a bunch of crazy.
Okay. Okay, can you see all right?
Yeah, we can, we can.
So we've got knowledge sniping. I don't even know who that is. Sierra, you are now.
It's probably a fake Sierra. Okay, yeah.
Jado Cody's back.
Regain
Sandwich.
the Cody. Yeah.
I'll leave the Hayat ones off. They can stay. They can stay.
I'm pretty sure Danny Dolphin is gonna be on band as well, right? Because now,
Yeah, Danny Dolphin, of course. Everyone basically, apart from a couple of people. That's Dean, isn't it? That one.
I don't know. I'm with Bryce. Is Doshi. Yeah,
Dolphin. That's
one of the old
Dean.
accounts. Yeah.
These are
I
all
don't.
Dean.
I don't know those Dean accounts, so I don't. I cannot.
One off.
I
Don't
cannot
know.
tell you.
Downward Ninja, I'll give you a chance. I think you might be Dean. These all might be Dean. That's Dean. Easy peasy. We know that, don't we?
No,
From
I really don't.
do you remember Easy Peasy was that Discord member? Ricardo. That one's definitely Albo. You're back in. Doshin, you're back in.
That's probably a fake Doshi, but it's okay. Because there's a fake Doshi now. The real Doshi now has a fucking copyright thing next
These are
to it.
all Doshin and Dean.
Small
George
guy
Taylor, even
dodging.
George fucking Taylor, the busting
By the way,
thing.
you can scroll, okay? You don't have to. Yeah, exactly. You can scroll. You don't have to.
Quandrick Quinton, that sounds like a Doshin, doesn't it? That one.
Yeah, that sounds like a Doshi.
Buttocks, you're back in. Goosey McDoosington.
Don't unban Bobby Fish. That's
No way. He's not going back. Monsoon, what are you doing? That's a fake Monsoon.
no, that's a fake Monsoon. Yeah, Aztec Water. Why is Space banned? He doesn't have a right.
It was from last week. He wasn't banned last. It was accidental. It was from last week. He isn't banned, but I will give him shit every time he comes. But that's fine because he can give it shit back, and he's more than welcome to come and give shit to me, and I'll give shit to him. Because I do think his tactics are fucking hilarious, mate. You can't deny that he has been up in that fucking Discord shamelessly promoting his fucking agenda. And it's just like, you can see it a mile off. Like, it's just straight up. Like, anyone's having a conversation in there and he's in there like, lol. Do you know what I mean? Like, trying to get involved all the time. It's just like, out of nowhere, like 0 to 60, bang. You know what I mean? Now, issues aside, it's just the approaches I'm looking at about all these people, you know.
To be fair, you just timed him out 5 minutes, but it was Captain N who hide him, after you timed
Yeah,
him out.
well, that's their issue, isn't it? So their beef. But yeah, that's why I thought so. Like, I'll let the mods do what they want for the week, and it's up to them to fight it out during the week. And then on a Sunday, I just unban everyone. So it's like no harm done, isn't it? That's what I thought. And they don't have to worry about what the mods are doing or anything. People just have to wait a week. God's Voice Gaming. Don't even know who that is. He can. That's fucking Nelda. That's fucking Judge Judy right there.
Evil Creams is dodging.
Dodging. Real Bob Newbin. That's D Reed, isn't it? Yep, you're back in. DJ Dynamics. That sounds like a Dean. That's Murray, isn't it?
I have no idea who's that. I don't care about that.
That one's got psychopath vibes coming off it. I don't like that one. I'm not going to let that one back in. Blitzkrieg, you're back.
Well, he's right. The Herbie Derbies are retarded. Like, he's not lying. We are retarded.
Well, that's true. Yeah, well, everyone is, though, aren't they? SP, whoever you are. Zelda09, whoever you are. God, there's loads. Look at them all.
I told you that's another like 3 Ricardos.
That one's
that's not me, obviously. That's
that
the
one's
fake.
this is the second Doshin Nubin account.
That's a real Doshin now. That's a real Doshin account now. Yeah.
You can fuck off your side.
That's why he's not writing, because he's not allowed to write with any of his.
But he's got his he's got his Yoko Ono one. He's got
okay. Ricardo takes it off the bot. I'm pretty sure you're gonna ban him.
Oh yeah, that one's coming back. Cirque the God, that one's fucking.
Is that okay? I gotta tell you something, CP. Yeah, and there's a fake Judge Judy running around. Okay, yesterday we have to.
Wait, that's the real Judge Judy. That's Nelda.
We had to ban the fake Judge Judy.
No, that's the real Nelda.
Okay, well, yeah, just to tell you that there are 2 Judge Judys running around, so
I don't care about.
Don't always believe who's saying.
No, mate, because I can smell the real Judge Judy coming a mile off because they're a psychopath. You can see, you can smell it. You can smell them coming a mile off, mate. They're doing a right number on you lot because they can see that there's like a bit of a shaky situation. So you've got to just keep an eye out for these people who come out of the woodwork in a big way when things are shaky. Just be aware of the people who are around you when you're constricting compared to the people who are around you when you're expanding. I swear to God, that is one fucking psychopath up your arse right now. It's Nelda or possibly SCE. I know it's Nelda. We don't know if that means that that's SCE. They fucking admitted to me that they were Nelda. And then also, I remember it. Do you remember? We all remembered that was Nelda because when Judy first came back, Nelda had fucked everyone off and gone off and like sold everyone out for fucking Darius and all the rest of the bullshit, right? And then we were all there. And when it came back as Judy, we were like, all right, we'll give you a chance just because we like the character of Judge Judy, but we know who you are. You're a piece of shit.
Well, the only thing, I mean, you might be completely right because I don't have those superpowers, but I think like if that is Nelda, like he's really doing a character on every comment because, and I think the Judge Judy comments feel real. I mean, like
yeah,
but because Nelda loves fucking Darius, right? Like,
yeah, Nelda has been playing the long game, mate.
But I don't see Judy like worshiping Darius, or defending him or anything like that.
No, they're not going to do that. No, but they're not going to do that, are they? Because they've got all their other accounts to do that. They're doing a fully holistic approach. Over here with you guys, is doing this to destabilize. He's gatekeeping me. One of the main reasons I can't even be asked to go over there is to yours isn't because I don't want to talk to you, Evil. We'd have got it sorted out by now. But between Ricardo and Judy, the 2 fucking people with the massive chips on their shoulders, massive access to grind and agendas, they're just gatekeeping me out there. So it's like there's absolutely no point. They'll just try and bury me each time, and I'm on my own. They know I'm on my own, so that's why they do it, and that's why they're trying to spin you lot out and whip you lot up. Because by doing that, they destabilize the connection and our strength. And that will help Darius, right? You saw how they all came in, right? It's like you give them an inch, they take a fucking yard. Just be aware, Evil. I'm not telling you what to do, but just be aware, like, you've given them an inch now, right? And you saw them at Slotham's today. You saw them moving in at Slotham's with the bullshit and just trying to bury me for no reason. It wasn't just Judy as well, and they're all straight in like fucking rats up a fucking drain pipe. Just be aware of what's happening. Like, You can see it a mile off. They weren't here last week. You know what I mean? They weren't there the week before. They're literally moving in. They're an army moving in, and they're coming to destabilize the Herbies, and through that, the connection with Slotham, and through that to try and destabilize Slotham. It's not going to happen, but that, in my opinion, is Ricardo's plan, and that was hatched when he asked us lot when he thought he was working on me, and he asked me to get us lot to go over to DT's, and I told him to fuck off. No, well, I told him that I'd do it if DT apologised to Slotham. And I remember that conversation and hearing Ricardo's voice, and he went, "Oh," he was like, "Oh, I see what you're about, CPE. You're going to try and play me," and he just flipped. You know how it is. You're like me. We all can see it. It takes one to know one. Do you know what I mean? And he flipped, and he went full Hannibal Lecter on me at that point, right? You know what I mean? You know how it goes. So that's my theory, anyway, Evil.
Okay. Yeah, Exochrome is a piece of shit. Don't fucking
All right, that's yeah.
that one. Yeah, that's probably the.
Jarvis Genesis, we'll have him. Space World, don't know who that is. Evil Cries Again. I'm not bothered about that one, to be honest. That one can fucking stay off. Bligi Panda.
Okay, Timothy Bransworth is Doshin, but that's the hilarious part. Doshin has like 20 alt accounts, okay? Like we know that. But well. Timothy Bradshaw has content, CB, has shorts of
really?
Yeah, we can watch them. He has like 4 shorts.
Oh yeah,
and I think he promoted on the PSG Twitter private group because Justy was there laughing, but nobody knows that account. And I went there the day you banned him. I was watching and I was like, "Who's this guy?" It was like dodging, but 4 shorts, and of course they were about evil.
Yeah, man.
They are hilarious. I love them.
You unban the old Evil Knievel account.
That's not my account. It's
I know, but it's because you've got the old picture and everything.
Oh yeah, no, they take the time. I sometimes I feel bad.
We'll have the old Evil on. We'll have the old Evil.
Okay, that fake signal is dodging because his dog's in your face, right? Like
see this one here. I'm assuming that there was another signal, and that one was.
Yeah, that was the real one. Yeah,
I don't think it was the real one. I didn't. He never came to my channel. I don't know who Emerald Duke is.
Are you gonna unblock evil streams if you unblock the one with the? I mean, this is my 3rd account, so this was also.
Yeah. As long as it's that's it. We can unblock.
Why don't you unblock Judy and then block her like when you like?
Yeah, that is the point, isn't it? That I am doing that. But
because if you don't like what she said, you can hide him in a second.
Because I think that'll piss them off even more that they can't come on. Because all they're going to do is cry about the fact that I've not let them on and all that, and I'm just going to let them do that because they're so predictable. And that's the thing, Evil. They bring nothing to the table. It's just like, check your meds. Oh, you're crying again. Oh, you're a single parent.
Hey, look at that account, TV. It has your picture. Must be your biggest admirer. He's a fan of you. He says Dan. Dan.
Well, he's getting none of my attention anymore because I've got Farmer. You see, I've got Ricardo to worry about. Heavy Metal Gaming.
Forget about Ricardo. Not say like forget about your crusade. I mean, about Dean. You know what I mean? Like forget about Ricardo. This Ricardo that. The Dean thing, it's already dying down like a candle, you know. So exactly. it's not only you, it's everybody. Like the other day, I'm gonna tell you a very fast story. You probably heard it was sniping us, but he made because he doesn't use the Dan account that much. So he goes to Albo and does live streams. He made a 40-minute live stream using a kid's voice that sounded a bit like Lemur, actually more than a kid. but it was like with Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle, and it was like that was the StreamYard avatar, and he was like for 40 minutes. Ricardo took pictures of me and that and this and that. Okay, so he thought he was probably gonna get like a banger, and people going, at least the typical people who visit Albo. Dude, it had like 5 or 6 comments on the 40 minutes, and it wasn't a premiere because he was responding to that shit.
Really?
Like Rabbit Dude wrote one, even Bob Novin wrote like one, and Bob two, and like he didn't get the response. And part of it is like number one, no, but like the Dean thing is dying by its own. Like focus about Ricardo or me, I don't care. But yeah, I wanted to tell you one of the reasons you're not also caring about Dean is because it's kind of natural movement that is happening,
Mm.
like everybody's moving on from Dean, like
Mm.
yeah,
It is
do
all
whatever you want, even if you want to focus on hate or focus on
I'm not
games or
focusing
focus
on
on
hate. I'm
what.
focusing on defending against someone who is hateful. Who is
I get it.
hateful.
I get it. I'm not changing the subject. I'm being like, just for you to
Yeah,
understand this. This is kind of a natural movement going on,
yeah. It's the norming, storming, and reforming.
like everybody's, even their allies, and everybody is like bored at his
I agree with that. I do agree with that, but I also think there are in all these organic situations, like you see fungus growing on a dead piece of wood, you see wood lice moving in, woodworms moving in and eating the shit. That's what we're seeing here with Ricardo. He's a fucking woodworm who's coming in and seeing that there's a natural movement happening. There's been ripples in the pond, things have been changing. It's always going to make things a little bit shaky. And he saw his opportunities come in and he's utilising it. And that's it. That's what these people are like. Scum sucking carrion eaters. They wait until it's a bit chewed up, a bit dead, and then they move in. So yeah, that's what's happening here. You see it. It's the symptoms. You know this. There's a natural order to things, and you know that, and I agree with that, and an organic thing, and things change as we did change. We went over to Ricardo's. Ricardo came to us. Everything was fine. But now death has creeped in. Now where's that come from? And come from me, and come from you. We've been all right for over a year. And
every 2 weeks you get a
yeah,
little
me and you were like,
crazy.
nah,
Okay, I'm gonna be very honest. I'm very kind. Okay, very kind. I don't want to yell. Every other week you'll do say like, this guy is doing this or this guy is doing that, and you flood us with
you're
DMs,
being a little
with
bit
10
general
minute
there.
voicemails, and we love you and we care for you, but
You've been
what
putting a lot
happened
of
is,
spin about me.
so remember that, like we always.
Right, listen, that is a spin. That is a spin what you've put on there, right? There's a truth to what you say, but you have embellished it a little bit to fit your story that I'm this crazy woman who's just giving you shit. You didn't put on the stuff when you've given us shit as well, and you've given me shit, and me and you have had a to and fro and a bit of an emotional time and a bit of a mare and all the rest of the shit that went with it. And you were doing your shit and I was doing my shit. And
Yes.
that interacted in the herbies and that had an effect, right? So don't turn around and tell me that I was just losing it all the time because it did
Not
ramp
all the time, but sometimes you say
it. I
a
lost
little
it
bit.
yesterday.
Don't deny that
I'm not denying it. I'm not denying it. I'm just saying it's not like you and Ricardo are whipping it up like. And the fact that you do jump on it and whip it up just shows everyone that you've got an
yeah,
agenda behind it.
I'm fucking the head. I'm not saying I'm not fucking the head. And Ricardo is the
Ricardo's a
fucking
fucking piece of
craziest.
shit.
Ricardo is just like a crazy
Oh, he's
person. Like
disgusting.
it's
He
not like.
isn't, mate. He's a crazy person who's hell bent on self fucking interest, and you don't see it. You're not hell bent on self interest. That's the difference. Yeah, you're a fuck up. I'm a fuck up. We've always been mates because it's been like that, and we're like, yeah, we're both fucked up, and we can deal with it. This fucker can't play nice with anyone, and even though me and you have had our moments, we can try and play nice with people. This fucker can't. He's just using all of you guys. Ron, remember what he did, right? And no, I'm not talking about not forgive and forget, but do remember this guy's track fucking record and how he went in on Ron at the beginning. It's all laughing and joking that he said Ron was the fucking most disgusting guy on the internet, but think of the agenda behind it. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
and I don't know if you remember the time I didn't expect it, but I was playing California Raisins, and Ricardo went there and started yelling at me, and he was like writing like the same thing nonstop in my chat. He wanted me to go to Darius' stream while I was streaming to let him know that he should be unbanned. And even Ronda, okay, and listen, this is the best part. Ronda Moon did that, you know. It was like, no, I already did this, Ricardo. What you wanted, I went to Darius and wrote that, and he say like, no, he has to wait 3 weeks like everybody else, you know, like I cannot do
It's
that.
ridiculous. It's that thing. He comes in and demands.
And then he was like the man and screaming at me and everything. I don't forget, CD. I don't forget.
I
Like,
know, good, good.
but we just like,
Because the other day, honestly, when I
yeah,
was stream sniping you guys, he was fucking giving people permission on your channel. He was like, you can do this and you can do that, and you can't do this and you can do that on your channel. You probably didn't even notice, but that's where he's at. He's getting his feet well under the table, mate. He's a right piece of shit. I'm not saying you can't be mates with him. It's not a deal breaker, is it? Do you know what I mean? We've all been mates with pieces of shit. But don't forget, because me and you have had a bit of a do you know what I mean? Then this fucker's coming in and trying to ride your coattails on the back of it. And he's doing it for, he's tapped in the head. It's because he's got this fucking obsession with Darius. He wants to, in my opinion, I could be totally wrong about this, but I think he wants to deliver all this chaos to Darius and be like, look what I've done, mate. I fucking got rid of CPE for you. She was one of your big detractors. She was a connection to Slotham. I then separated the fucking Herbies off. This is what he thinks. It's not going to happen. I separated the Herbies off from Slotham. Because remember, his main thing coming into me was trying to get the Herbies over to Darius's. Like you say, he was getting you to go over to Darius's. So do you not think there's a bit of a coincidence that he's gone in on me when he's been sat there moaning about Slotham all this time, and there's nothing that anyone's done about it? We've all just carried on because he's been such a weak little pussy, and also because of the way he's treated us, we've never listened to him. Or no, I wouldn't listen to him anyway.
Not to put my brother on the spot, but like Ron, me, and Ricardo have been making streams. You are aware of that, everybody is. But let me finish.
I'm very aware.
You know why I'm laughing? Because every time I see the screen, I see that fucking skull and Ricardo's face. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at that
It's
shit.
Ricardo's fucking death cult.
Of course, I'm fucking stoned, but it's hilarious how it's moving. I was like, okay, it's kind of hypnotizing, and I kind of forgot what I was going to say.
Because you're in trains.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
But okay, yeah, I remember the three of us. Okay, it's very three different people. CP. Okay, it's Ron. It's a guy who goes literally everywhere, right? He can write on Darius. He can write on Slotham. He cannot write on the PSG because they are pieces of shit. But if he could, he would. If they weren't such pussies. Yeah. But that Ron goes everywhere, you know, like nobody's still giving his shit like you go. Well, many people give his shit like that. Oh, you go to Darius. Oh yeah. Oh, you go to Slotham. But you give money to Slotham. But okay, and then there's me, who it's known for thinking that Darius is a piece of shit, and I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, I've been very, very clear on
I know this.
Ricardo is years, and then there's Ricardo, who is a Darius lover. Okay, so
he's also delusional.
There's really no connection there like that can move our positions.
I know, that's fine. Okay, I get that. But then look at his track record, right? Look at you and Ron. You and Ron, yes, you're trolls. Yes, you're ordinary pieces of shit. You fucking stubborn bastards and all the rest of it, right? And all the rest of it, right? But he is constantly coming in, telling people who can and can't be on the comment section, telling people who can and can't be on the panels, telling people who can and can't go and see, and bitching and moaning and posturing in a very manipulative, emotional way to get people to do what he does by playing the victim. Someone said it to me yesterday on my stream. Ricardo always has to come in as the victim, or he's doing some fake attack that's put in as a joke because it's such a weak attack. And so just don't fall for it, man, because he's just like, just think about his ways. Yes, you're all different people, and in an ideal environment, you know me, I was friends with the guy. I kept going back, and that's why I say, oh, why can't you come forgive me and all that shit? That is absolute bullshit. All you have to do is look at my channel to see I have worked really hard trying to foster some sort of communication with this dickhead. And now he's turning around saying, oh, I'm the bitch because I'm not accepting his apology, when all he did was turn around and say, yeah, I did manipulate her. I did manipulate you. What are you going to do about it? Like, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? So this guy, admitted manipulator, admitted person who came in and drove a wedge between you and your mates, right? Just admit that. He came and did that for a joke, supposedly, and now he's allowed me to come back onto your panel. But what's happened is he's pulled everything out, all the shit's fallen out, and you've just full of gatekeeping fuckers now over there because they all think they can get in there now because Ricardo's in there. And so, like, my thing is with Ricardo is that he is very different to you and Ron. Yes, you've all got different personalities. It's not about him really cooking to Darius. It's about the fact that he's a delusional fucker and he's very demanding, as we know. He's very manipulative, as we know with the Discord. He lies about that shit to various people to rub them off against each other, as we know from just that incident with the Discord. You know, and that was on peacetime, everything was fine, and that's just him wanting to
What
stir.
what the incident with the Discord?
That's just him just turning up shit between friends, going to one person and saying, "Oh, this person's not letting me," I've been talking to this person, and like he does like he did in the chats originally. He was on your chats and he was like, "Let me in the Discord. You guys are doing like accusing and getting all aerated, right?" Which is fine. Having a fucking period about it, fine, right? But then one by one, we'd go over to the Discord and we'd ask him and we'd help him and we'd try different ways of doing it. And he'd just say to that next person that no one had helped him and that other people were trying to stop him from coming onto the Discord. Do you know what I mean? And it was just stuff like that. And in those days, I just thought it was just him having a mare, which it probably was. But it just indicates that he's got a natural instinct to separate people and to like get one-on-one with people. It's the only way he can interact. I think because he feels so threatened. That is why he's doing the Aztec Empire with you guys. And I know you think it's your fucking idea, but it is and it isn't. Yeah, it is and it's being used. Yeah, you came up with the idea as a joke, and where it would have stayed as a joke, it would have stayed as a joke. But as we know with Ricardo, it's not a joke. It's all being used by this weak ass little lizard man. And it's all well and good. It's all well and good as long as we know what we're dealing with here. Because this little lizard man is getting in. And because you guys are having a laugh and a joke, you're not seeing what's happening. And in the fucking wake of him is a whole host of fucking infectious bastards that are coming over from Darius's. That's what his plan is, in my opinion. I don't think he's got anything bad in his heart for you, Evil. You know what I mean? I don't think he'd ever do anything bad to you, but in his heart, he's probably saving you. He probably thinks, well, I'll get them all to see the light and go over to fucking Darius's. You know what I mean?
I think that you say like that a lot of people are like doing that, but I think it's just two people. I think you mean like Pace and Judy, right? There's
And other
nobody
people
else.
come in as well.
My channel is not that big. Remember,
Yeah, but they're definitely getting bigger though. The thing is, Ricardo is constantly
not getting bigger.
I
I heard you say the whole he's getting some success with this. No. We just wanted to shoot the shit 2 times.
Give over, mate.
You
You know what he's
you
like.
really think that's that you see I say something you think I'm lying. You think I care about views? No, it was like let's do
None of you don't care. You don't give two shits. It's not about you. I know. That's why we're all right. Because I know, yeah. And this is why Ricardo fucking died on his arse. And that's when he started going on about all my mates and how nobody wants to talk to me anymore and all that shit because he wanted to carry on driving that wedge. And that's when he backpedaled, you see, when he knew that there was a connection between me and you or me and my friends that went beyond his spin because we'd known each other that long. That yes, we can shout shit at each other, we can call each other all the names under the sun, but we know each other and we've been through loads of shit.
Yeah,
and there's nothing you can do to fucking damage that. And when that happened, that's when he changed his fucking tune, and that's when he started. Oh, CP, I think I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just remember that last Inferno, and don't say I'm lying. Every comment you wrote, except your fight with Heavy Metal Gamer on last Lotan Inferno, not this one, the one last week. Everything that now you're going at Ricardo, you were going at me. You know, like that was and the battle stream. The no drama please meme was on the Battletoad stream, and I get it. I can take like you guys making that a joke.
It's true.
But it was an hour and a half of you writing and writing. You're DT supporter. This blah blah blah. You're pathetic.
Okay.
Okay. And then again, listen. Let me finish. That's not an attack. It's not an attack. It's just a statement of facts. Okay. And like when the Battletoads thing finished, a few minutes later, you and Chastity, both Captain A, whatever, you guys were already like ready for a panel where I heard the word evil at least 100 times. You know, the 2 hours when Lemur came back in, you re-explained everything to her about this, and then you were playing Fiber Twig and remembers in stuff and even ranting again at
Mate, I
times.
don't know about that. I don't know about that,
It
but
wasn't Ricardo. It was me. It was evil, evil, evil.
yeah, because at first I was like, I didn't expect you to go down, like, go hook, line, and sinker with what Ricardo was doing. So, like, I was shocked, and you were very hard to reach. You weren't listening to a word I was saying, and I just wanted to have a conversation with you because I just couldn't understand why you just gone off like you had. And it was Ricardo. It was. I
I
knew.
want to tell. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you can say, yeah, it was Ricardo. You were like magically brainwashed. Yeah, but the very
No, it
truth is
wasn't.
that when you wrote those, you reach out to me. I didn't want it like to deal with that like these days, those days. Like I really, really didn't want to. I know I'm always like at your service,
No. Yeah,
but
that's
but
fine. But I put on the
but it
top. I
was
put on
like
the top.
I was and if I recall correctly, many times on your rant you were like, he's ignoring me. That was like the biggest anger like you had.
No, no, it was just that you were talking about me with Ricardo because Ricardo would, and it wasn't you. Ricardo would always bring it back round to me because he was milking you guys for content, right? That was at the beginning, and you fell in line with it, and you just stopped talking to me, right? So I sent you a couple of messages, and I said on those messages, I can wait for those messages. And one of those messages was, I can see that you're on a path to destroy me because we were on a normal cycle. Me and you know what it was like. Sometimes it was all a bit crazy with me and you, right? And it'd go up and down.
Yeah.
Ricardo,
Okay.
we're
Can
on
I
the
say
on the
something?
bed.
I never wanted to destroy you. Okay, the garbage day stream was just a
Mm-hmm.
madness, whether you believe it or
Mate,
not.
get out of town. You did want to destroy me. Well, what was that then? What was that then?
Okay, I did a stream called Garbage Day. I had prepared a few games that I wanted to play, and the chat. Apparently, this is what I heard later. Dean starts stream sniping us. Snipes the comments, not the gaming or anything. He puts like a crop, and people started to go there. Even fucking Botox was there for fuck's sake. But to be fair, I was super drunk. I was like, you guys are not kids. You're over 40. All of you are trolls and then take shit and give shit all the time. You do your fucking own.
Yeah, but I didn't. You didn't see me making streams up about you to destroy you, right? So you might be moaning that I've had a discussion when I've defended against people who have literally just been making shit, right? Ricardo and Dorshin have literally done this on a small scale for a very long time, and it's like anything to do with Lima or me or anything. Ricardo wants to be in a position where he can be on his own, be in complete control, because actually I don't think he really likes being around people that much. He just likes that one-on-one, right?
But
So,
you cannot believe that it was a drunk man making a stream, barely reading the chat, like which is the most logical explanation. You think I really
but that happened after.
sacrificed you?
No,
That never
right,
happens. If you really, I'm telling
mate. This stuff happens subconsciously, Evil. This stuff happens subconsciously. Yeah, it was probably just a drunk man making a stream, but that drunk man had a subconscious urge to destroy me. Yeah, and so
I'm
that's what
sorry because
happened.
you
And
gave
unfortunately, that drunk man had a fucking lizard man up his arse, pushing his elbow, trying to make him destroy me. And
uh,
that drunk man didn't really notice that that's what the lizard man was doing and was just carrying along with it, as well as the fucking psychopath Jude that is also in there, that is also doing DT's work. It's just like you just because you are that drunk man, you are getting taken advantage of by these fuckers.
but do you understand that you're telling me that I should control my comment
No,
section?
I'm not. I never did. I never said you had to control the comment section, but you are controlling your comment section when you're saying that anyone else can make stream after stream after stream about me and lie about me, manipulate me, and I have to take it as a joke or I'm a bitch. But then if I say anything about it, it's oh no drama, please. Or if I say anything about it, oh you're making it all about you. That's the worst one, Evil though. You're making
What?
it about
Wait,
you
what?
bullshit because that is bullshit. I don't need to make it about me. You guys do
Oh,
it
you
all for me.
always make it about you. Come
No,
on.
I don't know, mate. That's the thing. I don't have to because I can't go in there without fucking saying
Even
Jesus.
when you
No, listen, right. I can't go into your.
don't start
Yeah,
screaming.
listen, let
Play
me
your
finish then.
7 minute videos.
Let me finish then. Yeah,
On
let
the
me
seven
finish
minute
then.
video you made about the comments,
Let me
remember the
finish then.
comments? And in the seven
Let me
minute
finish
video
then.
you make about the comments, you say, "Oh my god, yeah, there's a lot about me here, right?" Because it was like you
It's
realize
all
that,
the
oh
time,
shit.
Evil. It's all the fucking time. Ricardo can't keep my fucking name out of his mouth. He cannot because to him that's his fucking agenda. He's always working his way around. You know, mate. You know. I know you're drunk a lot of the time, but you've got the fucking brain of a fucking genius, right? And you can see this fucking little lizard man working his way around, worming his way around. It's funny. We all know it's funny. We all know him. I got on with him for a very long time. His jokes, he's making up of the stories. It's all very funny. But what he's doing is he's like sat there for like an hour and you see him like coming round and he tries his thing in this side. It don't work. So he backs off a bit and then he'll sit there for a bit and then he'll come round again. He puts that voice on. Oh, Evil, don't you think this? And it's just like goes round the side. He tries again and you just sit there and you can watch him do it. He's just so fucking crude with it. But like, yeah, that's what he does. It's under the guise of jokes. It's under the guise of a discussion. But he has literally, that whole thing of like when you're having a conversation with someone and they're just sat there thinking about what they're going to say next rather than having the conversation. It's like that with him. But the thing he's thinking about what to say next is how he can manipulate an entire group of people. Does that make sense? I think he might have gone. Okay.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
All right.
I was listening. Don't worry. I was just away. But
Yeah, that's all my point was with him. It's not that you guys made a fucking stream or anything like that, or you didn't control your comment section. It really wasn't, mate. But I think you are trying to play down something which was kind of out of order. It wasn't just me that saw that. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of people who saw that was out of order. And the way you guys have, I mean, even last night and the night before, this fucking Aztec Empire, I'm happy to take that as a joke, but he's waiting. He wanted that to be a thing. He wanted me to react so that he could start a war, like, and do this whole, like, oh, the British Empire versus the Aztec. There was no way I was going to fall for that fucking trap in a million years. And you know me, Evil, and you know for a fact that one of the things that I loved most about the Herbies was that we were all from different places. And so he knows that as well because he was there when we were talking about it and he's trying to use that. But he just doesn't get that what I say has got meaning behind it. It's not just words because all the shit that goes on in his life, it's just words. So that's my strength over him is that my friends really are my friends. I really do have conversations with them. I really do think and let the truth guide me. I really do walk in the light. I'm not just saying it and he just cannot get his head around it at all. And all these lies he's spinning, it's just wasting everyone's time. He just needs to fucking wind his neck in.
just a little advice because sometimes you give me advice, right? I heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes when like the close friends that you can communicate directly, sometimes listen to them, because
I have listened to him.
the yeah but thing, you even know it as a joke, it's your personality, but sometimes it can get too much, because people are trying to explain something. And it's like, no, you're wrong. My truth is this, and that kind of wears down people, like.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I do get that. I am a bit like that. But at the same time, there is a lot of misconceptions about me, and there's a lot of people who get benefit. I'm not saying we've been among my friends, but there's a lot of benefits to a lot of people having misconceptions about me. You can just take Ricardo as a fucking example. He does benefit, and you see him doing it by creating these misconceptions about me. So when they come up, yes, I'm a little bit overly sensitive. I'm possibly a little bit overly defensive about that. But at the same time, there are things that people don't get, that they just don't get. That happen.
Ramon wants the link.
Oh,
Let's get it.
really? Oh, about
I
time,
can't
Lord.
believe
About time.
the Aztec Empire and the Mayan Empire because
Oh,
we
thank God. I've
wait
been
wait wait
missing you
Lisa,
guys.
you forgot you missed that part CP. Now we divided it because I'm in the Caribbean, so it's the Mayan Empire
I know
and
you're
the
the Mayan
Aztec
Empire. I
Empire
know. That's
is
my fault.
Rondamon because Rondamon is like more from the center of Mexico, so he's like the Aztec Empire.
You
So.
stole it from me as well. When I was doing the fucking what's it, blue tents, I did Ron as a big fucking temple, mate. Ron's a big fucking temple in the blue tents. He's giant.
Yeah, well, I wanted to tell you that the paradigms have shifted. Now we were like, everyone is like the king of the tribe, you know. Boo, woo, woo.
But that's where we were before, isn't it? So
Like
this is what
waiting
we're
for the
doing.
British Navy ships to come. But if you guys, you missed probably that.
I'm
If you
not doing
guys,
it. I'm opting out of it.
if you
All
get
right,
help
Ron.
from if you get help from Australia and bring like ships full of emus, those the aggressive ones,
No,
we are
cassowary.
doomed. We are doomed
Cassowary.
because they have these velociraptor things. They rip your balls, and we don't have like really like shorts or anything because we are primitives.
Oh
Yes.
right, yes, yes. Very primitive, you guys.
Yeah.
But
OCP. I wanted to clear the air on that. Oh, that was that British and Aztec and Mayan and all the Amazon and all that crap. That was my idea.
oh, was it? That's
And
okay. Oh, that's
and
okay then.
and
That's all
and it
right.
was a joke. And it was a joke.
Yeah, but
I
he's
swear to
what
God,
it
it was a joke.
I could see that it was a joke. I could see that it intentionally was a joke. But again, with this little lizard man, he cannot help himself. He
He had no
cannot
clue, but
help.
he didn't even had a clue why I named it the Mayan, the Aztec, and the Amazon. He had no clue. He got it like half an hour after we started talking. He's like, "Oh, now I get it." Oh,
Mm,
like
Yeah,
a
he
fucking
literally
bitch.
said that. Like he was like,
Remember that?
"Oh, no,
yeah,
oh
I
now
don't
I
believe a
get
word of
it."
it.
Like,
I don't believe a word of it because he also says, "Oh, is that Dorshit? Is that a Count Dorshit? Is that a doll account? Oh, someone should have told me." Do you know? He also says that, and we all know that's bullshit and all. We all know he's been sat there for 2 hours reading people's comments, pretending he hasn't. He's a bullshit
see,
merchant.
the funniest part was when Haunted Wisp joined and say, "I thought this was gonna be a Age of
I
Empires 4
know that was
stream."
funny.
The Age of
The chat just got crazy. Like, oh my god! Like,
That was another thing. Like, well, look how this stuff affects things, right? So everything was fine as far as I honestly, you can understand where I'm at, right? I went on to Vix today, and I look, and I was there for like 2 seconds. Literally, I just literally saw who was on, and I was going to go over just before Slotham's. I woke up like 2 minutes before Slotham started, and there's Wisp on the chat going, "This is how Ricardo's destabilizing people, right?" Um, me and Whisper had a little chat the other day about doing a stream together. We haven't got around to doing it yet, but we are going to do it, right? And so we were talking about that, and then we were just literally at Vix, and Vix obviously is doing his thing because they're all spun out by Ricardo about me. Everyone's listening to the lies about me, and everyone's like, "Oh, CP's got pissed off with me and pissed off with me." I was never pissed off with anyone. If you look at any of my videos, any of my streams, I am only going in on Ricardo. I'm not pissed off at anyone. This is all spin from him. And if once you see that, you'll see that this is a lie from him. Do you know what I mean? And this is a big, massive scheme from him. It's not just a joke. Do you know what I mean? Because then at fucking Vix, there's like Wisp going, "Oh, I think CP is upset with me as well." No reason. Absolutely no reason for that. Like, I have, absolutely no. There's nothing. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely no reason for that. But that is how the fucking sewing circle works. Do you know what I mean? So Vic's pissed off because Ricardo's been up his arse and in his ear. Then he's put the energy out in his stream about this, that, and the other. Who knows who was it? I don't even know who else was in there. Fucking Judy could have been in there spinning yarns. You've got all those fucking flying monkeys in. I'm asleep. I can't. This is where Ricardo wins over me because he can make lies about me, and I'm not here to defend myself. And you know what he's like. And you know that as soon as he gets fucking warm to a subject, it goes more and more and more and more, and he gets more of the.
you always say that the sleeping thing. Trust me, when I stream, I'm not thinking who's sleeping
I
in the
know you're
part of the
not. I know
planet.
you're
I just do it when I have the
no, you don't
time,
know what time it is.
the moment. Like,
All you
I,
care about is
I,
whether the beer shop's open or not.
I say I don't even have like a schedule like people. It's like,
No,
yeah,
I'm not
at
talking
4
about you.
p.m. I'm gonna stream every Monday
This
to
level of
Friday.
Machiavellian shit is not from you, Evil. You know what I mean? And it's not from you, Ron, either. And it's not from any of the people in Vic's chat or Vic. It's from one fucker, one Machiavellian, proven liar who came on your stream the other day laughing and saying, "Oh, it was just a joke, CPE. I did manipulate you." That person, you know, newsflash, it's that person and not everybody else. Newsflash.
Okay. So one crazy account says when evil talks, I start humming La Cucaracha. I'll sing it for you. La cucaracha, ya no puede caminar.
Oh, I'm glad we're
Porque no
friends.
tiene, porque le falta marihuana que fumar.
It's beautiful. I like that. Are we going to do karaoke then this week since we've blown the dust off?
Only if Lewis goes there.
Is Lewis doing it?
No, Louis joining you, which I think it will happen because
I'm hoping so.
karaoke is a war-free zone.
Yeah, he's welcome to come over. He's welcome and come up, Lewis. Come up on the panel. I've put StreamYard up for anyone. But yeah, we definitely do the karaoke this week. Then I think Lewis wanted to do it last week, so let's do it. Oh, Captain and the Games Master, yes.
No, the beef is not squash. We're at war.
Lewis.
The rise of the machines, yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
Hello, the Rich.
Hi, Rich.
it was Lewis, dude. They got the self-projecting dick pic everywhere.
Well, I think Lewis is gone, but yeah, I hope he hears. No, I'm so glad that we're all right again. I mean, we were anyway. Ricardo was never, ever going to do it. He was trying his best, but I was just like, it doesn't matter. And honestly, guys, it wouldn't have mattered what you guys said about me. It really wouldn't. I would have still, you can't, even though this guy's a fucking bastard and he's a pro, he's really good at what he does. You can't undo in 2 months what we've done in 2 years. You can't undo 2 years in 2 months. You just can't do it. And that's where he's delusional. He really does think he overvalues his contributions. He thinks that he's that important that he can just come in and just drive wedges between anyone. That's what he thinks, and it's fine. It's not like we don't have to be friends with him, or you don't have to be. I can't be friends with him. He's not going to let me. But it's not like we can't. It's just like, don't let him get any sort of fucking upper hand.
Living la vida loca, te gusta la pinga loca.
Are you coming up, Justy? Come up and show us your dick.
I'm just like the chat says, ask for songs because of my Latin accent. Don't be ridiculous.
I know. I thought we'd never get to hear you guys singing again. I'm so glad that we're going to do that again. Oh yeah, finally back to normal around here.
And we're gonna.
There's a lot of people that will not like this though. So there's some people that wanted us to keep fighting and shit like that. I know that.
There's nothing back to normal. There's no normal in this fucking family.
No, yeah, that's it. And I know you don't like Sam Vaknin, but one of his things was, he's like, we're all from either dysfunctional families or something that happened in the past, and we're all fuck ups, and that's why all these people hang around together. And I was like, that is us to a T. That is all us lot. I'm not going to say anyone's had bad backgrounds or anything like that. I don't know, but I think we've all had a bit of life experience, and that's why we're all fucking crazy. In my opinion.
Justice dogs in your eyes. Ban him.
Dogs. My eyes. They're not my eyes.
I sent him that picture.
No, you liar, because they've got brown eyes and I've got hazel eyes.
He photoshopped it too.
Yeah, me too. There you go. See, there's me and Cuya. It was one of the things he said, it's the Tortured Soul Club or something like that on the Sam Vaknin thing, and I was like, you're right, it's the Tortured Soul Club. That's where we're at. It was like Tortured Soul Club and then occasionally goes into Fight Club. And that's cool. But then when you get some fucking idiot who's so delusional that they want to start twisting up everyone else's tortured souls, he ain't got a fucking chance in hell. He ain't got a chance in hell. I can see him coming a mile off. We've all run into people like that in the past. He's got no chance. Oh, you miserable fuckers, the pair of you.
Well, we have to keep on fighting if we're gonna lose viewers.
There's plenty of other people.
Just kidding.
I was never fighting you guys, and I'll still fight that. Ricardo's not getting a re-letting up on him just because he's YouTube. No way, he's gonna get it straight. He's lucky I haven't gone full slothing on him yet because I was going to. He's very lucky. I was going to do 10 minutes a day on that.
You have all the right to do it because this is YouTube and this ain't real life, though. So you feel free to make like be Geraldo and reported 20 fucking episodes of Ricardo. We don't fucking care, you know. Like nobody's gonna defend him, like upholding the truth about Ricardo. You guys, that's a bit again what I was telling you about Ronda Moon. Like he goes everywhere. He goes at Slot. He goes at Darius. He comes at me. He would go at those idiots, but they will ban him. And he comes here, so you have always to remember that there.
I'm fine with that though, but that's where Ricardo fell down because he was trying to drive a wedge. He was massively trying to drive a wedge between me and my two closest friends, and I was just like, he just moved in on purpose. He knows exactly what he's fucking doing, and it's just like one of those where I even said I was like, Evil's not changed, Ron's not changed. You've both been the same as you've always been. You know, you're just a mad drunk person, and Ron goes around doing his shit all the time. Like that's what happens.
So if you think he was doing something, can you realize that maybe he was doing nothing, and we were just like, Ron was out of town, and I told you already earlier that day you sent me the messages. I really didn't want to deal with Roman because of personal things, and then I was like, I can't deal with this week, and that's when you got really mad at me. So that's all I wanted to say.
You too.
It wasn't Ricardo's. Maybe, like you say earlier, it's subconscious. That might be true. I'm not changing that, but I'm telling you that's what I know. Ron was busy out of town, and I was. So that week we couldn't attend to your DMs. That's as simple as that.
That wasn't the problem, mate. The reason I even sent you the DMs in the first place was because you had been making stream after stream after stream with Ricardo, slagging me off. And there was no reason for it, yeah? It was just that Ricardo was spinning his fucking yarn because he was scared that I was going to fucking front him, show his fucking front for the fucking fraud that he is. And he was so scared. And for some reason, he thought that would have some impact on you guys and your friendship. And he needs that because he's trying to destabilize the Herbies because he hates Slotham and he hates me, and it's
but the three of us now in this chat are Slotham Navy. So
okay, like, so now you think that Ricardo's gonna retaliate to us, CP?
I think he'll double down. He'll either So yeah, this is a good question, Ron. Very good question. So what I would say, because you know what I'm like for theorizing, I would say what he'll do next is he will definitely double down on you guys, big time. It'll be like the love bombing stage, big time. And then you'll get, and then when he feels a bit more confident, it'll be getting around to, CP is doing this, CP is doing that. You know, just a little bit of goading here and there. But I think the majority of his energy will be spent on kissing your asses, big time, and keeping you guys somehow coddled. Do you know what I mean? And separate from everybody else, like on a tier system.
I also want to tell you, CP, for your peace of mind, that Ricardo and Ron and I don't have any kind of like social media interaction other than YouTube. It's not like he's like DMing me on Twitter or something.
Yeah, but
he said he was going to, and I told him that I have my old Twitter, search Evil, blah blah blah. But dude, he never did. Like always, there's no connection. There's the private chat was one thing, and it was with Dosh and Nubin present. I kid you not, it was the three of us.
Yeah. But the thing was, right, what happened there was you came into that stream at Red Bulls that day, right? Raging, like you've been wound up by someone and let go, right? You had no basis. I'm not knocking you for it, but you didn't have any basis for it. You were just pissed off. 3 days late, 3 days too late, you were pissed off, right? And we'd already had streams and chilled out and everything. Ricardo was scheming that entire time. And so I said then, before I even knew about the lie, I was like, Ricardo's wound him up and sent him off because Ricardo's been waiting in the wings for some reason to attack me. Every time Ricardo's nice to me and accepts my apology, I know within a few hours there's going to be an attack. And this time round, I got the big lie, and I got you coming over, sending you in to do all that shit. You know what I mean? And I called it. I said, oh, that's what's happened. There's been a private chat, and Ricardo's been up in his ear and wound him up, right, about something which is from ages ago. And because you know that when we've had shit in the past, me and you at the very most, it would be storming into the Discord. If not, it'd be me and you on DMs or nothing at all. That just wouldn't happen. The whole arguing on chats, like me and you have had loads of shit and we never took it out publicly like this, right? That is Ricardo, right?
Okay. Let Ron speak a little bit. Don't let him be cheetah man all the time.
All right, yeah, sorry. But I just
That's
want...
okay. That's okay.
What?
I got nothing. I was just listening and I got nothing to say.
I got it. I don't got it.
He's just practicing for his cheetah man impression on the
for my Oscars.
I've lost my train of thought now, Ron. I can't remember. There was a point. Evil had made a point, and I did have a counter with that. I was building it up, but there was a counter to that. But I can't remember what the fucking point was now. But never mind.
Who cares?
Well, anyway, let's listen to this question from Captain and the Games Master. So I need to ask this because I think people think I had anything to do with this fight. I'm sorry, did I handle my Battletoads chat correctly?
No, it's okay. It's okay. You let things happen, and that's what I like. People love them, and me and everybody is like, don't try to control, chat, the stream from somebody else. It's YouTube, it's fucking YouTube. So like going like, oh, they didn't do that what I wanted to do, or they stream with this person and I hate him. It's like
Yeah. It's like you guys were saying that I was having like the fucking Judy's narrative, that I was having a meltdown in that chat and all the rest of it at yours, and I really wasn't. I was shocked. It was shocking. But I did not expect that. You can say it's a joke as much as you want, and you can say you do it to anybody else as much as you want, but I disagree. I've never seen anybody else do that or have that done to them. And there was a reason for that. And Ricardo hates me. So it seems very likely that had a lot to do with it, especially since he was in the chat orchestrating the whole thing, tagging anyone who was new to recruit them for his channel as well. I did notice that.
Oh my God, really? I didn't see that shit.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
What, was it on Garbage Day?
Yeah. He was recruiting people. He was like tagging them and saying, do you want to come for a fucking private chat and shit?
But he was telling it to me probably, right?
He was tagging loads of different people and being like, oh, lol, and, like just talking to them, all the new people, he was tagging them.
Well, he cannot have that's kind of dumb. I mean, not from you, but from him. And he has done these things in the past. When you don't have a range, you cannot post links. Remember that time he was like, "You're hiding my links. Rondamon hiding my links." No, nobody's hiding your links. You don't have a range board. So that has happened before. Maybe he was trying to do that, like, go to my StreamYard private thing and it won't show up, because you cannot post things. He has a range now, but just because yesterday, because yesterday we had a fake Ricardo. But I'm taking the ranges away again because it was.
I would.
All the reason, I didn't have ranges anymore, but it was a day that it was crazy and I need Rondamon and Q and many people to take care of the chat. Because it was busy and it was full of idiots.
That's what I'm talking about. It was busy, and Ricardo's been creaming off both of you and me. That's what Ricardo's been doing, and he wants to keep it going for that reason, and he can fuck right off. And if I can avoid going in on him all the time, I do want to attack it. I will attack him. It's not because I don't want to attack him. It's because I don't want to feed the fucker. He wants to get it to a point where he can literally just say my name, like he was with Doshin. He wants to get it like one-on-one with some fucker, and so he can just drop certain people's names. So it'd be me, and then whoever he falls out with next, it'll be their name as well. And he'll just do that forever. You know, it's very low grade, very selfish, just very, very lazy, boring, you know, just nothing to it.
I guarantee you something. Like if Ron and I mention you at all at his gameplays, it's only gonna be Doshin, the one saying your name, because Doshin, you know, has an obsession with you and Lemur.
Doshin is fucking compared.
Yeah, but his comments are incoherent, CP. You know, like it's not like he's like saying too much. Again, tonight, earlier, he say not tonight, earlier he say like, yeah, CP was calling me this and that. I'm on the lower.
All made up. It's all made up. But Doshin.
It's Doshin. It's
Oh,
crazy.
Ricardo's doing it. He learns. He's a little fucking rat man. Do you know what I mean? He just learns this, but then he gets himself too excited about what he's learned, and then he's.
Well, sorry. Let me finish. What I wanted to say is that like, if Ron and I don't mention you at all at his game streams, you will only see Doshin doing it, and yeah, he might say something. And there's an occasional he banned a couple of trolls, I think, even mentioned your name or something. But my point is that he will barely stop. You know, that's a way like to put out a candle. You know, you just don't like.
I don't expect
just put a base on it, and like it will like extinct. So if not, I'm not talking extinct, Ricardo. I'm talking about you. If nobody gives him anything to talk about you, that thing will probably cool off. You know, that's what I mean. Cool off.
That's the thing that I realized. It's not isolated, is it? Do you know what I mean? It's not isolated off. So he might get you when you're drunk. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't blame you. Do you know what I mean? He might get you when you're drunk because he knows when to pick his opportunities. He might just get you. Remember when he had me on stream, the first thing all he wanted to do was talk about Lewis to try and get me into a gotcha because he didn't want me building bridges with Lewis. That's how far back this goes. Do you know what I mean? And so this is the shit he's doing. He's going into panels already having planned what he's going to do. He already pre-planned that big lie and everything, and then setting up Doshin, going over to Red Bulls, setting you up, setting this whole thing in action. That's the level of planning this guy's doing. He will get you to talk about me. He will get everyone to talk about me. If he wants it, he will arrange it because he picks, very much like Dean, picks the people who are vulnerable. Not like you're vulnerable or something, but you will be if you've had fucking 10 pints of beer. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to have to let the car out in a minute. But like he picks his people. He's not quite as bad as Dean. Dean's like very, very selective over his people, whereas Ricardo's way more sociable, way more adaptive, way more intelligent, and can handle real people. So that's why he can do this. But he will, he takes his opportunity. He's managed to get Nelda like fucking loading it up, like ruling the roost at yours. Anyone who suits his agenda, he can try and get promoted quite easily. You know how this shit works. You've got the chat, you've got all that social, parasocial fucking engineering, people just not nipping in and nipping out, not really knowing what's going on. You've got Ricardo spinning that yarn fully. Like I say, even without Ricardo's presence, because of his influence on Vic, and whatever Vic's feelings are towards me, he then I ended up seeing Wisp thinking that I was against him, and there was literally no reason for that. Even Wisp was thinking that I was attacking him. So, oh no, computer fucked up. Fucked up. So yeah, that's my point. Is like just be aware of this guy, and what he's about. I appreciate what you're saying, Evil, as well, and Ron, massively. I mean, if you guys can avoid giving him that shit to talk about me, that's great. But I don't want to put that on as a condition for you guys because it's going to be impossible to manage that. I think. I don't know what a problem is, but yeah, I'm going to. I just don't think it's possible to keep my name out of his mouth.
Evil's back.
You too. Oh, he's back. Hey.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, sorry, I went for a
His
beer.
Pentium 3 failed.
It's a 486, you motherfucker, and I'm proud of it.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just setting this cat out.
Pentium was for rich kids, you fucking.
Yeah, right. I know.
I remember the day we bought a 486. It was like the family almost threw a party because of it, like with the piñata and everything. Oh, what did I miss? That you told her that's also true that we should, if we don't say anything, he will just stop talking about it.
Yeah. I appreciate what you were saying about that, Evil, but I'm just saying, I'm not going to expect you guys to be able to manage
No,
Ricardo.
you're gonna go and lurk and watch, and I'm gonna promise you it's gonna be like dodging and a weird out account like that wrong the punk, but I think he deleted that one today.
I'll tell
And
you something.
like two or three weird accounts that are gonna try to fuel the CP fire, because let's gonna be real, baby. You are very popular right now. You know, you have 20 people watching you on average. It was 22 a little earlier. Like that's what we wanted it for you. Remember, please don't go full album. I leave this
No,
already.
you guys
Because
do.
we have encouraged you and to do your thing. We love you. We support you. Like almost like, listen, and we also told you to move on from the Dean thing with the picture and everything. Don't focus it on us, like Ron and me, or like, come on, just because we want to hang out with a guy you hate. I get it, but don't like just like, oh yeah, these guys are like, dude.
Yeah, but then
The Aztec Empire thing was because after the Ricardo stream, when you kind of hijacked the chat and we were like, he was apologizing to you. I know you don't want to take the apology, but I mean, Ron and I were like, Ron and I were nice to you. Ron ran away actually, and I was like, CB, we just talk and we're cool. But then I was like, no, we get the right to do what you did. You went to Red Bull and talked for hours about the shit. You know,
you guys know, but that was at the end of months. We're talking 3 months of Ricardo making fucking streams up about me.
It was minutes after that stream.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is I went to Red Bulls and talked about you guys after months of Ricardo having his fucking campaign against me, then dragging you into it, then a good few streams of you guys having a go at me before I even bothered saying anything, because for a long time I didn't want to air our fucking dirty laundry. You guys were airing it, but I didn't want to join in with that. I was fucking refusing because I didn't want to feed fucking Ricardo. Do you know what I mean? So I wasn't, honestly, the only reason I went to Red Bulls was after a very long time of putting up with a lot of shit from him.
The British Empire is not just you alone, my queen. It's like you have a Red Bull, label.
Yeah, it's
you
a
have I mean, it's a joke. It's a joke. You know what I mean?
It wasn't being used as a joke. He was using it. It was, oh mate, he's such a piece of shit.
I was using it as a joke. I don't know how Ricardo was using it, but I swear
he was using it as a joke.
Ron and I are using it as a joke.
He really is.
Hey, have you ever played Risk, the game of war?
Yeah.
It's like it was like that, you know, like, oh god damn it, I hate it.
Let me tell you something. When I play Civilization 5, I always pick the British Empire.
You traitor!
I'm kidding.
Caucasian by choice. Fucking hell. Man, it's one of those things. Like all this shit. If it wasn't having such a shit spin put on it by such a pathetic piece of shit for such pathetic reasons, it would all be fine, and it is all fine pretty much. It's just that I just want you guys to see it, because if you can see it, we can all laugh at it. That's all. I don't want to change anything. I don't want to stab anyone in the back. I'm not crying. I'm just like, you can't see a fucking psycho doing his shit in your own fucking town, in your own fucking house, when you could just be sat laughing at it. You let him do it. Let him do it.
CP, I gotta tell you again that before those streams, you were lashing at me. Remember for ignoring you because of the garbage day handling, the sacrificing. It wasn't a that wasn't a roast on you. It was a
I
roast
was
on whoever the
frustrated
fuck was
that
there.
you ignored
But
me.
because I ignored you, but listen. Before the hundreds and hundreds of streams with Ricardo, like you went after me on Slot Time on the Battle Doll stream, on the Chastity Bot
A
stream.
lie. That's a lie, mate. No, I went in on
What?
Slotham's.
I watched them all. I watched.
I'm not saying I didn't go in at Slotham's. I did go in at Slotham's, right? But that's after fucking ages of you guys, right? I went. This is one example of it, right? And when you and Ricardo were talking about it, that's after loads of shit. So after a load of shit, you and Ricardo started talking about me when I was on fucking holiday, and that was in April, at the beginning of April. And what we on now, or was it even before then? Do you remember? It was at the end of March, or it was. In fact, it was the fucking end of March. It was when I. It was when all.
But it was probably on a different issue. It's too old. You know, it's
No,
like
but that's what I'm
community
saying.
so years
After all that,
we fight, then we forget, then we fight, and we forget.
yeah, but Ricardo doesn't forget me. That's the difference. That's my point. He doesn't get that real people have real cycles and that we do fight, we forget, or we fight and we sort it out. He doesn't get that. He's like, oh, they're fighting. Oh, here's my choice. Here's my chance. Here's my chance. Fucking bitch, fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Just get in there. Just get, oh, bros before hoes, bro. Oh, she's coming in. She's trying to destabilize everything. She's trying to split us up. She's trying to do this. She's trying to do that. Like, all this shit. He's always making shit up. You know that. And you're just like, why do you need to make all that shit up all the time? And secondly, where's the evidence for any of this? I'm not the one drawing lines in the sand. I'm not the one crying when people go on panels. I'm not the one running around and saying, I'm not going there if that person's there, and I'm not going there if that person's there. But yet he's saying all this. And you guys were falling along with it because 1, you're drunk, 2, you're having a laugh, 3, it's bros before hoes, 4, you know, it might be quite fun to not have
whoa.
Do you know what
What if the hoe's my bro?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. That's it. Well, he's more of a hoe than I am.
Just kidding.
You have also to remember that, TV, okay? Yeah. You might be right on every single thing you say, but but yeah, remember like what Ron does. You know, he goes everywhere. You're not gonna do videos because he goes at Darius chat or something.
Also, CP, you being right doesn't make anybody else being wrong.
Oh, that's very true. That's very true. No, that's true. I get that. No, I do get that.
Because I swear to you,
you might be right. You're right.
One's wrong. I do. I get that. Yeah, I get that. But also, I've never had a problem with Ron doing his thing because this is the. I'm with you, Evil. At first, it was shocking. Don't get me wrong, because it was like vitriolic argument between me and you. But I knew we'd be all right. But then, like, it's just like it's when people change and when they've obviously been putting themselves across as one sort of person.
Yeah, CB, sometimes you go again. This is not meltdowns. Sometimes you go on rants.
Yeah.
And then we don't want to tiptoe around your every criticism. We want to make the same thing you did with Red Bull. You know what I mean? The Aztec, my last 2 streams, one is already destroyed. But it was more like that. Like we have the freedom to say whatever the fuck we want because we don't want to, like, you know, and that's it. And of course, we were gonna go after you, but nobody called you a dog-faced, ugly bitch with a bastard child or anything like Albo and Luis and Donald Reed.
I haven't gone into you.
People, you know, like.
Yeah, but my point is that of course you would go in on me, just like of course Vic would go in on me because of the fucking narrative that fucking Ricardo.
It was a British Empire. It was a joke. It was a game.
For his own reasons. It's for his agenda.
You know what also triggered it a little bit? A little inside joke, CB. When you and Lemur were streaming at some point this week, Rondamon made a joke. What was like something with cyborg army, like the British Empire with the cyborg army or something. Can you remember? And you two, both you and Lemur, didn't take it like lightly because you were already triggered.
Well, Lima's more. No. I did. I was fine with it. But the thing is, remember, Lima comes from happy clappy, happy birthday YouTube land, right? Where everyone's woke and you daren't say anything about race because it's like, I need to make my statement right now because people are going to think I'm associated with this racist. So that's what, and I'm going to lose fucking donations, right? That's where she comes from. So like, she doesn't get that we're all allowed to have a laugh and a joke and be a little bit racist and be a little bit sexist and be a little bit this and that because we're human and that's what humans are like, because humanity has been eradicated from YouTube, as we all know. So like, she's just learning. She's still learning.
No,
But,
it's okay. I mean, it was hilarious because Ron was like, "Yeah, they didn't take that joke." So I believe it was just like my British Empire with
Yeah,
cyborg
CP.
army or something.
You guys broke my heart, man. I thought it was like a good joke, and the delivery was good, the punchline was good, and then you
oh,
Can you
did
say
it
it
take
again?
good.
Can you say it again?
No, I was just kidding. I don't even remember the fucking joke.
I think it was something with cyborg army. You know, like army with cyborgs.
yeah,
Something
she
like that.
does. She comes. Oh, she does. She definitely does. She definitely does. Well, like we met through Next though, so there you go.
Oh, cool.
Can you play links on the chat? But if not, I can send it to you through Discord. There, Victor Vega made a song called "Smoking a Blunt." It's a minute long, and I think everybody's gonna like it. Q,
Well, I better
recommended.
do, hadn't I? Otherwise, he's going to think I'm against him. So I better do, hadn't I?
Why is he gonna think you're against him? Like he was.
I've no idea. I have literally no idea, but he was because everybody's buying into the Ricardo bullshit. Because
No,
you
no. Victor was
near your
defending you,
channel,
if anything.
because you can't get near your channel without Ricardo getting up in your fucking ear and twisting it, no matter what it is. Even if you're in defense of me, even if you're in a different part of the spectrum, he will come and twist your melon at some level. So everybody is inverted on me. So then everything I do just inverts. The whole point of us all being from different places all over the world gets inverted into racism. Do you know what I mean? Everything. So then the more you put into anything, it just becomes the opposite of what it is. And that's what that fucking little lizard man does.
Is it true what Pay said, like about Captain N, that he hits on the women in the community
Right, well,
and
that's a
breaks
whole conversation that nobody's been having because everyone's been deciding to do special ops instead. Now, why is that? Because we've got this little fucking lizard man who's just fucking diverting everything. And so Pace is coming in and he's spinning his yarns and this, that, and the other. Whereas in the past, we could have had it out with him and we could have had all this stuff. Now we've got the divisive influence of Ricardo, who's ready to jump on any.
But see, Pace before we even kind of really meet Don Kingsley, he said, well, like you remember, he was like, this guy already did this on 5 communities. He goes after the woman. He hits on her like I love you, this and that.
I'll tell you all about it.
I just want to know, is that true or we're completely wrong? He said that.
Right, so there's a lot to unpick there, right? And it is very untrue from the story I've been told. And what I will say is that Don Kingsley has been nothing but entirely honest with me that I know, and I am pretty good at.
Did he hit on you? Yes or no?
A little bit.
Like
Okay. That's all we want to know. We're not. This is not a witch hunt.
But still, it's
Because-
still.
I mean,
not,
it's only natural that happens in YouTube. I mean, what?
yeah, it's completely natural. Honestly, just do not believe. Right, look at the approach of Paste. Is all I'll say. Just that's all I'll say. And if you want to go in on it, I mean, we can have that discussion. I would like to discuss this with you guys.
I
was waiting
gotta
for you
go. You guys
bring it
have
up
a nice stream.
Oh,
Are you really?
Ramon, don't leave it
Yeah, I gotta
out.
go. Sorry, guys. Like, you guys have fun.
All
I'll
right.
be lurking.
I've got to go soon anyway. I've got to
Thank
go.
you, CP.
Oh, thanks for coming, Ron. It's been lovely seeing you. Lovely talking to you. Yeah, definitely. What's on about?
CP, are you in a romantic relationship with Captain N? Yes or no? Come on.
We are friends. We're very, very close friends, but it's not off the cards. How about that? So we are friends, but it's not off the cards. Is it a future thing?
But you understand, like, when that happens and somebody says that that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, and he say this has been. He showed us some videos from a guy with 1 million views or something. It's like the like
to
he
hear
has done
about
this with four communities before. Like
still here.
like he goes to he go after the female, and then the community kind of starts splitting.
Mate, they're from a simp community. Pace is a full-on simp. He's coming in here, starting simp wars. He's bussing in simps.
But I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah. And the thing is, mate, I've been waiting for people.
You could have told me to fuck off and kick me, but you responded. Thank you, really, thank you.
Honest. Yeah, exactly. And you're my friend. Why would I lie to you? The thing is, as well, mate, is that I was just waiting to see when someone was going to say something, because, like I said on my stream last night, I was like, special ops is going off around here. Like, you can tell when people are on special ops because everything goes very, very quiet, almost too quiet for this place, even for this place. And so you know that special ops is happening, but nothing gets said. And so there's this massive undercurrent going off where Ricardo was using it, and like no one was saying anything. And I was like, this is so interesting that no one's actually bringing this incident up when this was a key part of it, wasn't it? It was like,
sorry. No, please go on.
I was saying, like, a stone got thrown into the pond, and then there was a big, massive kerfuffle in the Herbies because we were all like, whoa, dealing with this new person coming. And that's when Ricardo made his move, you see. And that's then obviously Pace came in as well on the back of it. So we had like a double attack, which would have been completely normal and fine if it wasn't for just the insidiousness and the underhandedness of Ricardo. Because his intention was just to destabilize us, and that was a perfect way to do it. Now, regarding you saying your point about how Pace has come in and he said that, and then it's happened, supposedly. You can say that about any smear campaign, though, can't you? Like fucking Judy going, oh, look at CP having a meltdown. And it's like, no, I'm just actually...
Oh, it's very different having a meltdown than having a romantic relationship with a guy who just jump in.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
And somebody say, he's going to do that, guys. He's going to do that shit, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well,
how do you... You're a very smart person. How do you reconcile with Pace basically calling it out and the thing happening? Right,
I'll tell you for why. Because I've already had this shit done on me before. I've had people following me around, and I know that they do it with a seed of truth. They know that there's something behind it. So there was something with another woman in a previous thing, and all this shit. So he's following on with that. He's got, to him, he's just got a fucking bone in his mouth. And he's just a troll who's just like, he doesn't want to leave this guy alone. But I've also been that person who's not been left alone by someone like Dean and people like that who are going in front of you, spinning this shit. So you can't move, you can't say anything. I've had it with Ricardo this week, where it's like burying you to a point where it's all inverted. So you can't say anything. You can't even tell the truth, because if you do, it's just going to play into their fucking lies, because they aren't stupid. They've been doing it for a long time. They know what they're fucking doing. The reason I can reconcile it with me is because all I have to do, Evil, and you know me, is look at the approach, look at the ways people are doing it, look at the reasons behind they're doing it. So my reasons behind why Don's doing it is he's literally just telling me his story because he's been bullied. You know what I mean? That's all I've got from him. I've not had any other agenda from him. I've not had anything else. Now, I could be being really stupid, but I've been talking to him for a while, and he's very honest, right? He's not hidden anything from me. There's no reason for any of that. Pace, on the other hand, hides in the woodwork, disappears, then all of a sudden he's up everyone's fucking ass with these insincere fucking comments, then waits in the wings, and then when he gets a chance, he starts bringing it round to that. When he was at yours or somewhere the other night, it was like as soon as anyone new came in the chat, he would be like, are you this person? To try and bring the subject back up again. Because what he's doing, in my opinion, and he's not doing it very honestly, is he's coming around here going, oh, I know where there's a gang of fucking trolls that I can set on my fucking mission. So he's trying to use you as his pet trolls to do his fucking mission for him without even asking the other guy what the fucking story is, knowing that if the guy is having some sort of romantic thing with me, that could potentially, if it's played the right way, create a lot of friction between me and you if it was played the right way. But if it was left to me and you, we'd sort it out and it'd be all absolutely fine. But these guys have got a vested interest in destroying you, destroying me, and Pace has got a vested interest in destroying this other guy. So I'm just like, I'm anti-bullying, mate. I'm anti-bullying straight up. That's why I'm friends with you, and that's why I'm friends with Don. Do you know what I mean? I'm not friends with Pace because he's a fucking bully and he's shown himself for what he is. He turned up at my chat with his fucking mate Yeah, after nowhere, fucking trying to chat Lima up because he's the fucking simps, man. Big, massive fucking simps. Coming round here, not expecting to get shit for being simps. When look at all the shit that fucking Shinra gets and stuff like that. Are you going to let him have his simp wars in your fucking house? Do you know what I mean? And wait till you hear the full story as well, Evil. I'm not going to say it here, but wait till you hear it. Wait till you hear it. Honestly, Hooligan, you're going to die. He's going to die. It's fucking amazing. Honestly, I've been waiting. I've been waiting for someone to want to know this fucking story. It's fucking unbelievable, mate. Wait till you hear it. Wait till you hear how deep it goes. Wait till you hear the fucking simps and the simping that goes on. Wait till you hear what Paste is really about. Fucking hell. It's unbelievable, mate.
Well, he pledged alliance to the Aztec Empire, so.
Well, good for him. No, exactly. I was taking the piss out. Look how
listen.
so
He was there with his new name at Ricardo's today when he was playing Big Nose, and Ricardo said many times, I know you hate him with all your guts, but listen to this. He's like, Pace is a double agent. He's working for other community and everything. He never changed his story. And even Pace saying,
oh, this is here.
Hey, CB, how are you, honey?
I'm all right. Nice to see you, mate.
Luis, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm not talking to you. You shut up.
Okay. It's a nice start.
So, CB, you brought up a good topic, bullying. Because do you know that the guy next to you likes to bully Dawson for having MS? Did you know that?
I think Dawson can give as much as he gets when it comes to Evil, right? Because Dawson really does obsess over Evil, and I've seen it.
But bullying someone for their MS, I mean, that's a life-threatening condition. It's no joke.
It is.
And it's also not a joke when somebody wishes death on another man's kid.
I don't think Evil's ever wished death on another man's kid.
Oh, but he kind of did.
Never happened.
I don't think so. I really don't think that's the case at all.
We've heard it, Eduardo. I heard it myself, Eduardo. You even
I saw a video of King of All Botox saying he was gonna do the American History X thing by putting the keys on the fucking the concrete and saying good night N-word exactly like that, stomping him. That was King of All Botox. Okay, so that was probably just a joke, right?
Eduardo, comprende muy bien. All right, stick to your story. Now you're just deflecting. I mean, that's what you do best. You like to deflect. But did you not say that though? That you wish death on D. Reed's kid? Did you not say that you wish death on me?
No, never.
No, never. Oh well. There's actually streams to prove that you did. But okay.
Yeah, so like the PSG says, show the proof, man. Show the proof. Like,
yeah, we need to see evidence.
You're always talking about showing the proof. Show it. If you guys heard it, it must be bold.
Okay, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this though. I'll tell you this. You show me the proof where I have a mattress on my floor. You show me the proof that I live with my mom. You show me all that proof, and I'll give you anything you want because you kept that going first, motherfucker.
No, that was the Dean TV fake account. Remember that, like escorting you out? That wasn't me. It was that guy. I don't know who the fuck that guy is. Probably. What's the guy with the FBI badge? What's his name?
That's Faxting. That's Faxting.
Faxting. Thank you, Larry. I think Laurie Duxton made that the Dean TV blah 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 channel that was like stalking you like.
And Eduardo, there's also proof of you laughing with Ricardo making jokes at CBE. And who was here to defend her? Me. I was the shoulder for her to cry on. Where were you?
Well, the thing is, when it comes to, we've already had that out with Evil saying stuff to Ricardo. I've had it out with him. It's like, that's Evil, right? I've already said this before. I'm not surprised at Evil doing that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's Evil. That's what he does. He's nice to your face. He's nice to your face, but real behind your back.
I am a piece of shit. I'll admit it, okay?
Yeah.
We know you are. We know you are, Eduardo.
Yes, I do.
I got in everyone's head. I got in everyone's head for the last couple of years that you are a piece of shit. I've been telling you for the last couple of years.
Yeah, great for you. Good for you. Thank you for the hours of content, man.
Right? Yeah. And you spent hours and hours
Man,
crying about me.
too bad you fucking privatized or deleted that stream with Dean, man. It was awesome. Like you calling him out, like it was very good, man. I'll give you that, brother.
It was. You know, it was even more. It was even more awesome to you guys cry about it.
You don't have to. We were praising you. We were praising you. You
can do that. You can do that whatever you want, but just don't change the energy. Keep the same energy. Keep that same real energy. You know, don't do the fake, smoochy shit like you like you like to do with everyone else. You know, you fucking kiss up to everyone. Don't fucking smooch up to me now.
In the last year and a half, I've been playing games mostly and not giving a shit about anything, you know. I barely do panels. But yeah, when I do panels, I go crazy. When I go to slot them, I use your emoji. I do, man. I pay for that.
That's fine. You could do that. You could do that. Keep that same energy. Don't change it now. Don't start the
No. I know we're not gonna. We say it last night. You probably lurk. We are not.
I did, yeah.
Friends.
I cut it off.
Luis,
I cut the stream off.
Respect
you know why I cut the stream off? Because I wanted to piss you off. I pissed all of you off, and it worked. That's the reason why I did it. It definitely got you guys fucking crying.
We loved it. Did you see the video? Like
you loved it. You were mad. And that was the whole point why I fucking nuked that stream.
My God. Even CP was watching that. How did we get mad? We were like saying, finally, oh my God. Like,
oh my God.
Sorry.
Okay, who said this? Hey, Luis Pereira, you piece of shit. You piece of shit, Luis Pereira. You never in the closet, piece of shit. Ay, Luis, you fucking piece of shit.
I already say I'm a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Like, we're all pieces of shit.
We are around here. It's a Tortured Souls Club. It really is. But that's it. Because we're in the Tortured Souls Club, it's like I'm friends with Evil, and I really am friends with Ron.
Well,
and so,
shit has a very strong stench. Shit has a very strong stench, and the stench is eventually going to rub off on you.
We're all covered in it. We're all dancing around in literally the shit here, all of us.
Yeah, we're all singing La Cucaracha around the shit.
Yeah, that's it. Just let's not lie about it. But yeah, speaking of singing, are we up for some karaoke this week then, chaps? What day is good for you guys?
Oh boy.
Let's have it out on the singing arena. Come on.
Ask Dean for permission and tell TP later. Yeah.
Dean, I mean, the strings have already been cut off. You know, the wings have already begun flocking.
Nobody believes you're fucking wrestling.
Oh no! Look at Cheetah Man's last stream. I got shit on Dean. Dean shut his mouth completely once I finally spoke up. Dean is always intimidated by people who he knows aren't below him like I am. I've been doing Dean's dirty work for the longest time, and well, once I finally spoke up to him, that was enough for him to fucking step down.
Well, good for you, brother, and I give you that. Again, we don't have to be friends, but I respect you. If what is happening is true, Luis, just really, I will shut my mouth. I promise. If what is happening is true, bro, kudos to you, my friend. Like respect. You can still call me a drunk piece of shit, basement dweller, whatever. I don't care. I'm fine. But man, respect. Okay, respect. I'll shut up.
That's good. But do I believe when you say you're gonna stop talking your shit? Of course not. Of course you're gonna keep doing it.
If you stop talking shit, I stop talking shit. How about that?
When do I ever talk shit? I only talk shit when people open their mouth first.
Right. Okay. It's like right meow. I won't say a single shit. I won't use even the baby alien head emoji anymore. I won't use it. I will use the Alba ones and that because that's another beef.
I don't care. I don't care about the baby alien head shit. That shit doesn't bother me.
Well, how about we call a truce? And again,
it's not even funny. It's not even funny at all. Like that's only to your guys' interpretation in what your mind you think is funny. But if you want to keep doing that shit, go ahead. That shit doesn't bother me. You want to say I sleep on the mattress? Go ahead.
Okay, but how about you? I thought you were kind of like trying to become like to make a truce again, man. We don't need the past. Remember, Luis, you have good memory. Because you have a big baby alien head. No, kidding. Okay, we're kidding. But you have good memory.
I mean, back in the past. I mean, a head that big, you can absorb a lot of information.
Exactly. No, it's a joke. But what I mean is like, do you remember a year or two ago I went into your stream and I said, Louis, it was just you and D Reed that day, like you were chatting on the panel, and
Yeah.
I came there and I said, Louis, like,
Louis and Evo
can we work?
reconciliation.
Can we work like I don't care if Albo and Dean hates me, but can you and me like fucking stop fighting, man? Because I can take it anymore, and I'm not gonna change the other people's mind, but I really don't have a really beef with you. And we kind of reached a truth. Then something happened, and
You
the
cry about me a
CPE
lot.
wars happened. The CPE wars happened, and sorry,
You cry about me a lot.
but I was crying all the time. I was crying, yeah. I was crying when I met you. Now I'm trying to forget. But my point is, can we do something like that? I mean, things have escalated, but
Let's just have it out in the fucking arena, the musical arena.
I just want to hear a yes or
It
no.
out.
Can we try an experiment for like if we don't talk shit about each other?
Eduardo, mano. I just want you to own up to your shit, is what I'm saying, you know? Like, you started crying over me because you thought I was talking shit about you because I made a joke about Dean drinking Mountain Dew like you drink alcohol. You got butthurt about that.
I never heard about that joke. What the hell?
Yeah, you were mad about that, and you were crying to Tony TGD about that.
What? The Mountain Dew thing? I don't know about that shit.
Yeah, you thought that was me talking shit about you, but that was a joke, and for a guy who claims to be a joker, you can't take jokes. Remember when I said that,
brother? I never thought about. Show me the Mountain Dew thing. I remember many shit. Like you claimed that I was gonna dox you. That I remember many shit from 3 years ago.
Yeah,
but,
that was from.
The Mountain Dew, man. I always claim to be an alcoholic. Why would I like be like angry at something like that?
Yeah, the fucking doxing shit. Let me clear that up. You thought I banned Evie on purpose because this was back when you were white knighting for Evie. I banned her accidentally, and you got mad about it. And then I made a joke saying, "Oh, Evo, please don't dox me." And then you got your pussy hairs and tangles about that. I didn't even know what doxing was.
Because I never say because I don't even know how to dox people. I don't understand how technology works.
I didn't even know what doxing was.
I told you that 20 times in the past 3 years, motherfucker. 3 times, 20 freaking times, 300 times. Luis, I was never gonna dox you. I'd never say something like that.
Listen,
man. And I apologize another 30 times. Like if I say it, man, really, I don't know how to dox, man. I don't.
And Mamau, entiende. I never knew what doxing was. That was the joke with you. That was the joke that you're a doxer. Oh, Evo, please don't dox me. That was the joke, and you took it personally. That's why I was trying to get into your head for the last fucking 2, 3 fucking cinco seis years.
Okay, perfecto, man. I apologize. I'm retarded. I'm old. I'm Latino. I'm drunk. I'm a stoner. I eat like shit. Like I'm sorry, man. But to my fucking, I really apologize, and we talked this already like 20 freaking times, man. But can we leave that out? And the whole Mountain Dew, it doesn't really even make sense for me because we don't have Mountain Dew here. Like I will not get the reference. I know it's a drink, like a fucking green drink, and that's it. Like that's how I did the fucking.
Yeah, it's like Dean TV's fucking crack, you know. That's why he has those crooked bottom teeth, because he drinks that shit.
Is it true that he had a heart attack? Because Albo fucking say it like maybe an accident like a few days ago. He was like, and the guy survived a heart attack and everything. Was like, oh man.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't until after Cheetah Man stream when I threatened to put his screenshots out there. That's when he had his heart attack.
Oh, that's bad, man. Again, listen, the NTV might be a piece of shit, but I don't wish him like ill, you know. Like I felt bad when I heard that. I was like, I don't want anybody to die. I say shit. I say a lot of shit on my persona, but I say,
did I? Yes, get in.
Oh my God, TV. Come on, Jimmy. You had to show mercy. It's your internet enemies, okay? Luis and I are talking not screaming at each other.
I don't mean it.
We don't wish him any ill. Get well soon. Like, you know.
Did he really have a heart attack?
Nobody had a heart attack. That's some more fucking made up shit.
All right, I'm gonna say like fucking hell. He needs to back off if he does. But anyway, I'm going
with all the caffeine he drinks, you know, it can't come soon.
Them steroids, innit? It's all them steroids that he had.
Albo said it. I don't watch Albo every day, but I watch it like once a week. And I heard that one. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah, man.
because it was like, hey, you're saying shit about Dean. That guy survived a heart attack, man. And, I was like, oh my, that doesn't sound like made up. Like,
I mean, Dean might have a broken heart for sure, because his number one gopher right there, his Rembrandt, finally flocked away, finally grew some wings and flocked away from him.
I don't know any of it. I've stayed out of it completely because I was like, well, Lewis can tell me all about it on Sunday. That's why I haven't watched any of it.
No, there was no heart attack, just a broken heart. I broke the poor little man's heart because I finally grew some wings and flocked away from him and his little cult.
Wow. Well done, mate. If it's true, well done. Seriously, congrats.
Oh, thank you. I mean, we have to have a mind of our own sometimes. I mean, well, with this baby alien head, I have a big enough mind of my own.
The thing is, as well, with Dean, I think if enough people did that to him, he would still have his mates. They'd still be mates with him, but he'd just not have that control over people. If he could get over that, he'd be all right. He'd actually got some decent people who care about him around him,
just like Ricardo. If Ricardo quit talking all that shit, people will still be all right with him too.
Yeah, true. I was right. I was fine with him for ages, and that's what pissed me off a bit when he's like, "Oh, why won't you accept my apology?" And you're just like, "You're fucking kidding me." Like, nah, not after all that. And it's like people would happily accept Ricardo. Look at Doshin. Doshin accepts his shit all the time.
yes, speaking of Doshin, sorry, even if I told CPE earlier, if Ron and I stop saying CPE, it will always be Doshin bringing her up because he has to put it for some random reason in a absurd comment. So and he will probably address it, but don't think he's doing a stream about it.
Just who really cares what Doshin thinks? He's living on borrowed time. Let him talk all the shit he wants. God
Doshin's all right.
But I don't want to see to be angry because it's like, look, Ricardo is still talking about me because in 1 second he say like, hey, Doshin, you're saying CPE this and that.
Well, Ricardo's going to get it from me whether he talks about me or not. He's not enough. It's
you can destroy it, but my point is that if everybody stopped talking about you, it will be just like a troll or two and fucking.
That's fine. It's not like I need special treatment. It's just I don't need a fucking little lizard man trying to get in with all.
Well, we won't say anything anymore. That's all I was saying earlier. Like I'm also tired.
There's a big difference. Do you know what I mean? There's a massive difference.
I'm here talking to you and talking even to Louis. Like, you know why? Do you think I want to fight with everybody all the time?
No, not at all. But that's my point. It's like there's a difference between us all having a bit of a to and fro in the chat, which I've got no problem with, or even on the panel. But
and you call me CPE's White Knight. Oof. Oofa.
No, it was Captain N. That was.
So they are saying. So Cuya says, when and why Dean was in jail. Do you know, Lewis?
Why Dean was in jail?
Yes.
After the screenshots get put out, he definitely will be eligible. Let's put it that way. I don't want to give too many spoilers.
Ooh, that sounds exciting, doesn't it? How interesting!
I was gonna say interesting for a second.
Oh boy, interesting.
Yeah. How interesting. I didn't realize. Oh my god! So I really did think this was bullshit. I still think it might be bullshit, Lewis. I have to say. I have to watch, won't I? But I've heard it with your own voice, so that. I mean,
I was on the panel. I was saying shit to Dean that I would never say to anybody. He brought up my dead dad. I brought up his dead mom, and he kind of started singing in a very somber tune in a way none of us are used to hearing him.
Wow.
I mean, you can't really fake that.
Oh man, I'll have to watch that. I'll have to watch that now. I will.
Oh, you're tagged in it, CP, and so is Hyatt America, because this also goes out to him, especially Hyatt.
Wow. I'd be saying to Hyatt, I'd be like, ignore all communications from those guys. Ignore it all.
Because Hyatt's been through a lot. He's clearly not all there, and Dean feels like a bigger man. Kicking a guy when he's already down.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
No, it isn't. It isn't. There's no need to take it that far, is there? There really isn't. To harangue.
When somebody's ego somebody's ego is that high, there's really no knocking it down.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, he's climbed into himself. His ego's like say, Greek god level. So you can't do anything about that. But that's amazing. That I can't believe that. It's about time someone fucking stood up to him. But you're right, because it was the same with Ricardo, right? But be careful, Lewis, because if this is true and you have done that, he will wait and he will try and get his revenge on you, 100%. Because this is what happened with Ricardo. When I pissed him off with the Slotham thing, that was fucking 8 months ago. And this is
trust me. Dean doesn't have anything on me. Trust me. He'll only say that to people who are intimidated by him. But he knows like I'm like the missing piece to his puzzle. Like without me, he's incomplete.
He'll do something like he'll send all your fucking flying monkeys after. He'll send all his flying monkeys after you or something. And they'll start something. They'll start spinning some shit. And it'll start building up, and then they'll, Albert will get involved. They'll do some fucking agent provocateur shit. If you make any alliances, they'll come and try and destroy those as well. That's what I predict.
Luis, let's be very honest, okay?
Okay.
On your upcoming streams, are you gonna let Dean join you like the way you did like the other day?
Nope.
2 times?
Nope. No more PSG shit.
Really, man? Really? Oh my god, brother! Oh my,
Yeah, I'll be there.
Take down your pants. I'm gonna suck your cock.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
No, thank you. No, thank you, Eduardo.
I know. I have no
Ricardo
practice.
might be into that.
Flip that one, guy.
Ricardo has more experience than me. I never sucked a cock before. Just a few pussies, Like.
Yes, Ricardo
Albert,
is into that.
is the real Albert America come up? Come up, Albert. Oh shit, I've lost my.
Come on, Albert.
Albert, come on, get it all out. Come on, Albert. From behind the bush.
Yeah, call me drunk, evil creams, and dog face, CP we don't care. Welcome, Albert. Welcome. We don't care.
But Ed, we already know about you.
What?
Apparently, Albert, you were telling Red Bull that you can only do it one-on-one. You don't like being on panels with multiple people because you can't hack it. So you can only do it when it's just one person shouting at him.
It's the white knight. It's the white knight for Dean TV.
Yeah.
Angle.
Dean's white.
You're bold from white. You're bold from all angles.
Silent Albert, yeah. Too many people on the panel for you, wasn't it? Yes, that's why you got Ricardo to babble.
Don't worry, we won't scream like over when you talk or say. Don't worry, we won't do that. Okay, we will.
Elbow. You know what else I have? Look, see that? That's a roof.
That's the sad part. And again, I know nobody likes Ricardo, like neither of you. But when Ricardo fight with Albo because of the Slotham comment, which was like stupid, the first I tell him say that, everybody jumped in on Ricardo immediately, like 1 second in, and I feel like if Luis is being true, they're gonna kind of try to do the same to him, like. They're gonna try to say like, "Oh, he's a traitor," blah 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 blah. It's kind of shitty.
All bets are off at this point. There's no traitoring to be done unless someone acts dishonorably.
Traitor, but who's a traitor though? I've never stepped up to the home plate for any team. Like I said, I'm my own independent individual.
Oh, he's here! He's here! Here he is! Hey up!
Pull up! Come on, Alvo. Don't show us a dick pic. I know it's the real you. I checked the account. It was not on
stream. You side with Ricardo over Lewis. Really? Albert, come on.
That's a low blow.
That is low as fuck.
Oh, come on. No, fuck.
You're just going to sit there quiet. You're just recording it for Dean.
That's a low blow, Albo, but we know you're no stranger to blow.
Not me, he says. It's gonna be a dick pic. Be careful. Be ready. He says, not me. CB, did you hear me?
What's that, sorry?
Albo America says in the chat, not me. So it might be a
It's
dick
not
pic or something
you.
horrible.
Okay.
Let's just
All
kill
right.
it. Kill it. Kill it.
Yeah, it's all right. Thanks, Albo.
Cheating
Yeah,
man
because
called you
I
dude.
can see it. It's the real Albo saying it's not him. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the real Albo saying not me.
Cheating
Because
man called
because I have a
Cheating man
range
called
to
me
react.
Judas.
Was it
Cheating man
you,
called me
Ron?
Judas.
It was
Yeah,
Ron. I bet. It was fucking Ron.
that's me. Judas 2DG.
Yeah, well, it's all Judas's round it. Well, that's it. There's no traitoring to be done anymore. Like that's what I was saying. You know, you were saying that you were complaining, saying that I was comparing you to Dean Evil and stuff like that, which wasn't the truth actually, because I was comparing Ricardo to Dean. But it wasn't that. I was saying that all bets were off because I would just realise that no one was any better than anyone else or anything like that. Everyone was just the same, and they were just all wrapped up in their own little thing, and everyone was manipulated in their own way. And I had a lot more understanding for everyone else, just not the fucking big fucking black holes like Dean, Ricardo, and fucking Carl was the third one. There's only them three. There's just them. And then you've got your little psychopaths hanging off the side like Nelda. And that's the rest of us. We're all just fucking dickheads. That's it.
Anyway, I gotta get going. But before I go, I have to inform people that are going to be so very heartbroken by this act of treason. We are the champions, my friends,
Yes.
and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No
Oh,
time for losing.
because
Because we are the champions. And we win over pedos and homeless
Yes!
bums.
Woo!
Yeah!
Yes! Peace has been achieved. Motherfuckers, stick that in your fucking pipe and smoke it.
Death to the fucking PSG. Death to the PSG and all people who support it.
Death to the PSG.
Right on, brother. Right on, brother.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Fuck me. Fuck me. Don't worry.
No, fuck all of them. Fuck the PSG. Drag me into the fucking hellhole with them. No, motherfucker. Fuck you. You're gonna be in the hole by your damn self. Bye bye, bitch.
Yep. See you later. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you for coming. And I will let everybody know about karaoke this week. We are definitely going to do a celebratory karaoke. Definitely. I've definitely gone over time now, but I think it's a special stream tonight, so I'm letting it go because it's fucking cool. That was amazing. If that's true, which I kind of believe in, then that's fucking mental. We are the champions, my friends.
And look, it was the same day I chose to come back and tell you, like, here I am, right? So it's like the planets aligning together.
Yes. All coming together. Hello.
Hello.
Right then.
What the hell is going on?
What's your fucking problem with me now?
The nicest guy in the world? Come on.
I know.
What's the problem?
You're melon twisted by Ricardo, aren't you?
No, tell us exactly. CP, tell us exactly what you think happened with. But say it like, don't go like super crazy. Go like CSI. Like this,
Right.
I went there and I hear this and please explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Okay, me and Vic have a private chat. All is good with the world. He was feeling a bit down because all this shit was going off because Ricardo was doing his machinations. I encouraged him, right? Then Vic decides to have a break and doesn't want anything more to do with any chats online or anything. Then has nothing more to say to me, but yet goes over to you guys to talk about how pissed off he is about how I'm sending messages. Well, that's what Ricardo and Evil were saying the other night. So that
I didn't say what. I was going to say
No.
what?
it's on the stream. I recorded. I downloaded that stream, mate. It's all on that stream.
Okay,
So I didn't
I
believe
said
it.
I was pissed.
I didn't believe it.
Slow down a bit.
I didn't believe it.
On that stream, Victor Vega said he was.
No. Ricardo or you, I can't remember who it was. You were off on your fucking waxing lyrical, doing your shit. Ricardo was spinning his shit. You were joining in. And so Ricardo was going, and you were getting very sort of engaged with your subject. And it got into the point of like, it was definitely an attack that day on my friends and saying, oh, well, your friends don't want anything to do with you. They've had enough of your messages. And Vic Vega's left because of you. That's what you said. That's what they said, right? I didn't believe it though, Vic, right? But the fact was that you'd gone back, right? So what I saw though was that you'd not messaged me back or anything like that, which is fine. But then you'd got
anybody
with those guys and you were on the streams with them, you were having streams with them and everything, right? Then I didn't even go on a stream. And then when I did go on one finally today, there's like Wisp going, oh, even I think CP's even pissed off with me. There's absolutely nothing. This is just pure.
That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, but you were already talking, saying, on that stream with Ricardo and Evil that I stream sniped. I even saw you say, I was like, I don't know what she's doing or what she's up to, but I don't know, because you were trying to be like diplomatic, but you were saying, oh, I don't know what she's up to, which again was just like, you what? Because we'd had that conversation, then you ghosted me, then you spent all this time with these guys. So I was like, okay, he just wants a private men's locker room chat.
No.
That's fine. That's what he wants, and that's absolutely fine.
No. I didn't spend all this time. I went on that one stream because I didn't want to ruin the friendships with Evil and Ron and Kuya. Like, I left abruptly, so they probably didn't know what happened.
So then it was a case of you had to denounce me.
I didn't denounce anybody.
But that's what it was. That's what the situation was. That's what Ricardo was doing. That's why he was going in on you and people. He was
the only thing I did was apologize to Ricardo for talking shit about him. That's all I did.
Okay, well, you did actually say, I don't know what CP's up to. That's what you said.
Right.
But I'm not up to anything.
Because I was out of the situation, so I don't know what's going on, right? Like, as usual, I don't know what's going on.
I told you what I was doing. I told you, like, where I was at. I said we were mates. I said all I ever did was encourage you to whatever you wanted to do.
Absolutely.
Be there for you. And so then you say, well, I don't know what she's up to. You're like, well, what the fuck? Because, like, that's just because Ricardo said that. That whole narrative came from him, right? The lie where I'm supposedly attacking Evil came from him, and he even admitted that he lied about that because he got backed into a corner and he couldn't not. But after weeks of running a campaign based on me attacking Evil,
and that's why I was out. That's why I left. I was like, I'm not gonna like pick a side.
So why say then? Why say because you're on there with them? Oh, I don't know what CP is up to because I'm not.
I hadn't been around. I hadn't been paying attention when I deleted. I left the servers and I deleted my server and I was out and I was not watching nothing, nobody, not even Evil, nothing. I left it all alone. I was watching Shuli and Patrick Melton, and that's all I was doing.
But you don't have to justify yourself. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying that's how it looked to me. Is like you'd gone and you'd obviously cut. It's like reform the band under a different name, get rid of me, reform the band under a different name. You know, that's what was happening, and it was just like okay, And then I went on your stream, and then there's all this shit. You will all like whip yourselves up in that fucking chat. I was asleep. I'd not said anything to anyone. I'd not done anything to anyone.
Did you hear the stream?
No, I just literally came to the end of it and I just saw Wisp going and you going, oh, I don't know what's going on and looking stressed. Oh, I'm really stressed about this now. And then
I never said I was stressed about it.
And then Wisp turning up and going, oh, I think even CP's pissed off with me as well. And I was
no. He was reacting to somebody else in the chat. He was not reacting to me.
This is just spin.
I was saying the whole time, during the stream was that I was still cool with you. People were telling me that you were saying shit, and I said that's fine. She can say what she wants. I'm still cool with her. I'm still friends. Like, you know what I mean? There's obviously misunderstandings going around. There's rumors going around. Everything's fucking fucked up.
Yeah. That's it.
So that's why I fucking left, because it was like, I don't want any part of this. But then I kind of missed you guys.
Yeah, just walk in the light, mate. This is the thing. People like Ricardo, right? We can be friends with them as long as we all walk in the light. They only can operate their shit. They can't help themselves, and they only operate their shit in the shadows. And it's like, if we don't say it, I know you guys are pissed off with my messages and shit like that, but at least I'm just keeping the fucking shit going. It's just like, just in case anything happens, this is the truth from me. You know
And
what I mean?
Yeah. And I did acknowledge that I left you on red, right? I you know what I mean? I ghosted you. I acknowledge that, and I accept that maybe that was the wrong thing to do.
No, it wasn't the wrong thing
but-
to do. It was just that when it looked in comparison with everything else, when everyone was attacking me and they were reforming the band without me and calling it a different name, that was Ricardo's plan. And the name was Darius Cuxton. Do you know what I mean? That was the fucking name of the new band that he wanted. And so, like, I'm not saying that you did anything wrong. I'm just saying that your actions then kind of played into that. Do you know what I mean? As far as I
Okay.
saw it.
I'll accept that. I just I just was out. You know what I mean? Like I just felt like everybody was acting like children.
Anyway, I
And
wasn't.
I told Evil that. I told you that. I told that I felt like everybody's just acting like children, and this was like ridiculous, and everything was breaking up. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I'm out. You know.
Yeah, you do right. Because you can. The thing is, you can smell when there's a fucking shark about. You can smell it. You know when it's
Yeah.
like Ricardo's funny and everything. He
You know.
really is. But once they've got their little thing in and someone's operating in the shadows
Yeah.
with it, then the next
Yeah.
person gets the shadow put on them,
Yeah.
and then it all happens in the secrets. And then it's all weird before you even know it. It's weird as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, and you know, I just I didn't like what was going on, and but I was out for a long time. I wasn't paying attention, and then I noticed I saw Evil streaming, and I was like, ugh, let me see what they're saying.
It's always
Yeah.
evil to drag you in every time.
So I went, and you know, everybody's having fun, whatever, and I was just lurking for a bit, and I was like, don't do it, just click off, whatever, who cares. And I just had to, and then I was like,
You can't not. It's I know.
exactly, and then that's why I felt compelled to apologize to Ricardo, and was like, I'm just gonna I want to maintain the friendships with these guys, because I don't know, I love you guys, I love all you guys,
Yeah,
Ron,
yeah, I know.
Evil, Kuya,
I know that's it. We're a band. We're all a fucking band of brothers here.
Mike.
Like, I mean, it's like we're all together, and I just it hurt in a way because I was just like, it looked like I knew we'd be all right, and I knew that me and Evil would be all right. Do you know what I mean? I just knew that like we'd get, and I knew me and Ron would be all right, but it just got to that point where it was just like I'd seen this happen once before, but it wasn't quite the same. But with Evil, like when it all happened with Dean, I've seen this happen. I've seen everyone walk away from Evil and have loads of shit poured on top of him, and him have to unbury himself from so much just fucking lies, because these people just go and you just enlist the help of little fucking psychopaths and people around the place who just want to just do that. But this time around, obviously, there's like an invested interest because people want to destroy Evil through me, people want to destroy me, people want to own Evil like Nelda, people want to destabilize things for the sake of Darius. There's all this political shit going on, and also we're all closer. So it just, maybe I was awfulizing and I was seeing the worst in it, even though I knew it was all right. It was like the actual opportunities weren't happening. I couldn't actually get in touch with any of you guys. Everything was getting shut down around me.
Okay, let's make this a little interesting, which is part of the whole thing. Like a talk show. You think Judy, the real Judy, is
I
Nelda?
know that the real
Wait. We don't think it's Nelda. Go.
I know it. I know it is Nelda. I know it.
Just because it says some Nelda, Huya says some Nelda every
No.
other.
That is Nelda. I swear that is Nelda. I remember it happening, and when I called them out on it, all they said was good theory, good theory. It was a completely different reaction to any other reaction that they have ever had when I called them out on another one.
I dealt with Nelda in the past.
That was
Wait, I dealt with Nelda in the past just a little bit on my community and like a lot reading on Darius chat. Like,
I will say,
no, Judy is way more smart. Please.
No.
Let Victor speak. Let's speak her time.
No.
I just want to say thanks to Volp because I see the comments and I love Volp. I fucking
awesome.
Foxy's my guy. I like Foxy. Fucking so thank you for setting me straight.
Oh, there we are. There we are. Look. I am sure. I am sure that is Nelda. I am 100% sure. I remember it happening at the time, and I remembering who Nelda's account was from, and I think it might be Snake Community Exposed, but I'm not 100%. But it was a long time ago, and I remember it's like follow the lady. You've got to follow it all the way, and you've got to remember it. And no offense, Evil, but you ain't got the best memory sometimes for this sort of shit.
But I'm gonna tell you, Judy's way smarter than Nelda, and I'm telling you because I am a trained psychologist with a high IQ, so I
Nelda's
like you say, you can taste people now. Yeah, I can smell people.
I can taste it, right? So smell it.
Even Billy
I can
Boy,
tell you,
Billy Boy that maybe never dealt with Nelda before.
Yeah, no, I never did.
But Judy is not a Darius cock. You are for sure of that, right, Billy Boy?
Look, all I know is Judge Judy comes to my streams, and he's
of course they
an
do.
amazing member. Like he's one of the people.
What
that
are you saying here? Is a she, you
It's
fucking.
do not listen. You'll get banned off my channel for saying anything nice about that fucking psychopath. Right? I swear to God, you are idiots. The pair of you. This person is playing you to a fucking T. When I said to him, I was like, respect Nelda for getting in under their noses. They were happy about that comment, right? I swear to God, that is Nelda, and you will see, right? Now, he is a clever person. Nelda isn't stupid. Nelda's got loads and loads of different accounts in every single different part of this community, and nobody knows who each one is. And they've all got different personalities, right? This is a real psycho, a real one, who is literally up everyone's arse and has shown themselves a few times to me. They hate me, and that is why I know which ones they are, because they all come into my comments and have done in the past. Fucking Cheesy Chester was another one. Just like they show themselves because they make the same comments to me all the time.
I mean, I will say that
Judge
Judy is quick to go against you, and
now they are, but they weren't for a long time. And the reason was that they're very good at hiding and waiting for their time. I don't know what their agenda is. I think it might be Darius related, but it's just probably just nihilistic. But the thing is, it's honestly, I know for a fact that is Nelda, and it is like poison pen letters with me with this person. It's like, I don't know if anyone's read that book called Money. It's really good. I think I forgot who did it. Martin Amis wrote a book called Money. It's so good. And there's a guy, and all the way through it, he's just getting these phone calls from this fucking person who's just literally just shouting vitriol at them, constantly just ringing him up. He finds out who it is in the end, but like, it's someone who he knows. It was his mate, you know what I mean? But like, that's Nelda. That's that sort of person. That's the people who literally write the poison pen letters to people in the neighborhood in the olden days. Like, this is an obsessed level of psycho, and they are literally playing you because they've just come in straight away. Now, when it comes to these sort of people, where do their loyalties lie? Are they that loyal to Darius anyway? Probably not. Probably they just use the Darius thing because it causes so much controversy. But like, if they're going to get accepted fully by you guys, then they'll drop that loyalty and they'll be straight away your most valued member of your society, valued member of your community, straight in there helping out, making sure that fucking chat's controlled, making sure that you don't get no drama from the wrong people, making sure that you know all about me, because Nelda is such a pussy that he waited until the shakiness in the Herbies. Remember, there's so many people wanting to bring Evil down. Don't forget this. And so many people wanting to bring down the Herbies. You don't realize how much power that would have to someone who is a Darius Cook to be like, I brought down the Herbies. Like, they would get so much from it. Or they think they would. Maybe they probably wouldn't from Darius. He would be like, oh, whatever, fuck off, whatever. He wouldn't give a shit. But they might think it. And I do think that you're being very, very trusting of someone who's never shown their voice, never shown their face, and is now sitting in judgment over me and other people who you've known for years. And you're taking their word and their sort of approach and stuff. I would be very, very careful, especially when you look at, yes, they've always been around and they've always been making their character. Evil's even said it at the beginning. I remember, and we were like, "Oh, Nelda, we know it's you, but we'll let you stay because we like the character. And if you do a good job, we'll like the character." And I still remembered when I started streaming because I was like, Judy's dodgy, because there's that account that was a dodgy Darius themed evil attacking account, fully attacking evil constantly. This account was doing during the war at the beginning. And then we found out about it. Nelda got kicked off, came straight back as Judy, got found out for being Nelda. And then we were like, oh, but we like the character, but we're going to keep an eye on you. Then over time, they've been playing their case and doing their character, which is what they've been getting their enjoyment out of. So that's why they've been doing it. You know, do you get what I mean? And so, like, that's been their whole kick the whole time. And so then, as soon as it starts getting destabilized, they're watching. You keep your enemies closer, and whatever your friends close, your enemies closer. And then when Ricardo came in and started doing his shit, who should come out of the woodwork straight away but fucking Judy up everyone's fucking arse and straight on me to get me out, because he knew that's what way the wind was blowing, and that was his chance to get me out. And you've seen him foxguarding ever since. And the fact that you guys couldn't even see that was happening was shocking to me. You know,
I think 99%. I don't know. Big, you also stream and Judy's there. 99%. Agree with me or disagree? Like 99%, 99.9% of what Judy says has nothing to do with CP. I know that lately a little bit more. I know that lately a little bit, but other than that, for months, absolutely nothing. Like
no, because they're playing a fucking game, because they're a fucking because they're Hannibal Lecter, mate. Full on, that sort of shit. That's what I'm talking about. But like your shitty little suburban version, you know what I mean? Like I say, poison pen letters, prank phone calls that are really vitriolic, shit talking to the fucking vicar about people, that sort of fucking shit. That's what Nelda's all about. I swear to God. Like, just see how it goes. They've got plenty of chat, don't get me wrong. They've got plenty of chat about other things, right? But that's because they were already part of this community. But they fucked up by being a dickhead. And so they're waiting to be accepted by the next crew of people because they already fucked up with the last one, because that's what psychopaths do. And because he's not got the fucking charm to actually get some friends around him who actually understand him. Do you know what I mean? He's just a fucking... This is how he charms himself in. This is how he does it. By lying, by cheating. He's not in the Discord. He's not got his fucking face out or his voice out. Why the fuck has he got so much fucking clout? Why the fuck? You need to be fucking more wary about shit like that, in my opinion. Could be anyone. Could literally be anyone. And you're letting him run your channel. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know anything about this Nelda person. I've never, like Evil said, I never interacted with them. But like, up until recently, Judy's just been a positive person.
No, not always. No way. You might have seen it like that. But you know, no offense, but you've also just told me that you didn't notice a lot of things. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I don't take offense. Don't
so, you know, it's like that. But like, they're very good at what they do. It's very targeted. And because I know, because they've got a problem with me, this person like months and months ago lost it in my comment section and was like, I hate you. It was ridiculous, right? And that is the same person who's harping on with the fucking pills and all this shit. And they honestly, they've got multiple accounts in every single part of this community. They're playing everybody. It's their fun. It's what they're doing. But don't let them have the fucking say over people in your own channel. That's ridiculous.
I'll take that into note for next time and moving forward.
It is, well, it fucking Nelda, mate. Cuya, it's Nelda. I was there. I remember.
Your evidence, you remember the ramblings of a drunk man playing a video game?
Yeah, I've got no evidence apart from that. Well, and
like saying, you're probably Nella. We have, remember CP, okay, sorry, remember that you said that Judy was somebody else. They said he was Cyan, right?
No, but that's the same person. That's only because I thought Cyan was Nelda, though. That's only because I thought Sion was Nelda. But now I'm thinking it might be SCE, right? But anyway, it doesn't matter, right? But yeah, I always am coming up with different ideas and things like that. But I've got two other pieces of circumstantial evidence, right? There's the fact that they've been targeting me. So they've been doing it on a very low-key way for a while. So that has been happening. And it was fine. Do you know what I mean? I even let them have a fucking wrench on my channel. You know what I mean? I was like, they were doing it, though. Believe me, they were doing it. But I'm just saying that because I want you to know that I'm not being butthurt about it or whinging or saying it's all about me or all of that. I could see what they were doing and I could see what was happening. But I just kind of was all right with it because it was all very, very low key. Because if you remember, we were all in a very strong position. We were friends. When we're strong, everything's fine. There is no way Nelda is going to go and shake that position up where they could potentially have a wrench in my channel and be involved in this and be watching me as well and getting their kicks out of that, as well as all this other stuff. So they want to stay under the radar.
Okay, bottom line, let me see if this is the real Ricardo or the fake Ricardo. This is Ricardo. Go to channel. It's a fake Ricardo, but you can keep him as a pet. You know, he will say funny things.
He's one of the ones.
He said funny things today at Slotham. You were like happy fighting with him. So yeah, I just warning you, it's a fake Ricardo, but don't ban him. You can.
Okay.
He says dumb things.
My laundry is done, and I got to go deal with that. CPE, I'm sorry if I offended you.
Guys, mate, thank you for coming on the panel. I'm glad we're all sorted. We're all right. It's great.
I sent you and I sent Question Block an invite to the new cinema. I hope you accept.
Thank you.
And we can watch movies again like we used to.
And we can host the wedding of Question Block and see.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. But I'm going to have to go right now and deal with my laundry and go to bed.
Yeah, I've got to go soon anyway. It was 10-2, so I'm going to do a quick tarot to make it up to the 3 hours. So, but yeah, thank you for coming, Vic. Hope you can listen to
Well, if you're just going to be for another few minutes, then I'll stick around then.
But did you see what I called the stream? That's the devil. But how was that? That the devil came in and it was the devil, and everything happened like that.
Little butt fuck the counter with the picture. Oh my god!
Is that somebody sig heiling in the picture?
Yeah, that was the original.
Oh my god, little boyfriend.
Okay, so this guy. Okay, this guy. So very fast. So this guy. He became.
My wife
he
is
became
very attentive to. Let me tell you.
Little butt fuck. Why don't you get on the panel and tell me about it?
Wait.
Panel up.
Evie said she was, like jumped by on a subway one time. You know, it's a terrible story, right? Like, sexually abused. And this guy say, "I wish I was one of those guys," and that triggered her so much that I destroyed him 2 years ago, and he was so butthurt that oh my god, like. He created 20 shades. He's probably the one guy destroying my channels. I don't give a fuck. Like, you're a piece of shit. You will always be a piece of shit. And when Albo left the channel, it was like, yeah, we can all be like Evie Jumpers now, the Evie Jumpers team. It was like, wow, man.
Fuck you know, man.
That's how shitty this human being is.
Yeah,
he's not a real or not.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the same person, though. That could be the same person as Nelda and everyone else. And SCE and everyone, because this person's also got this really weird vendetta against me, like massive, and it's been like a massive chip on the shoulder because it just stands out. That's how you can tell these accounts when they're that psycho. You can really tell.
Yeah, it's the same piece of shit. He subscribed to all the Cheetah Man, to Darius.
There's a massive difference with some people.
Dude, you're garbage, man. Okay, and I'm glad I humiliated you 2 years ago. I fucking smeared your face. You were crying like a bitch.
The moon came out then, which makes out for lying. So the moon came out, just fell out as I was thinking about little butt fuck. So there you go, the moon. Right. Anyway, I will. Vic, do you want to stop? Say stop when I'm doing the shuffling, since I'm used to you.
I thought it's a big street. Come on.
It's what?
If this guy actually knew. Oh, buddy.
I'll put that up there because I thought it was so funny.
I attended her just the other night, buddy.
Yeah, he's just so
Hey.
jealous. So jealous.
Let me tell you.
Anyway, get your head out of there for a second. We're thinking about the whole community now. What we're going to say. So, stop for past when you're ready.
Stop.
Okay, and then it'll be the next one will be present.
Stop.
Ooh, and there we go. Ooh, and the future's that. Interesting. Okay.
Do I have to say it again?
Wow. No, I've got it right this time. So for the past, we've got justice. It's interesting. Justice came out as a future card recently, a couple before. The 5 of Wands is the present, which I kind of know it, but I'm going to check this one out. So justice is what you expect. I don't really need to go into that, I suppose, unless people want me to go into the description. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this one I love this card. This one has come up a lot, but I have to check it because it reminds me of another card. But yeah, it is this one. Me and Evil have had this one before a lot. Struggle, training, friendly competition, physical ability, and exercise. That's this place, the dojo, the Troll Dojo. A Fae Watch is a group of Fae put to the test by pulling a rope. Curia, by pulling a rope. Flying.
Pulling the strings. Pulling the strings.
They use the branch of a tree as a lever in this competition of strength and skill. How interesting. I let Fake Ricardo. Do you want me to get rid of him?
No, that's what I'm telling you because he said he's fake Ricardo. We all know it's a fake Ricardo.
Oh yeah. I let
So
him.
let him in. I was just informing Captain.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I didn't see that bit before. Yeah, so anyone who missed it, what's going to happen is I unban everyone at the beginning on the Sunday, and then all mods and everyone, you free reign. It doesn't mean that because I've unbanned them, you can't ban them again. Just ban them again. It's fine. We'll just unban them on the Sunday. That's it. It tests out the mods on the Sunday, doesn't it? It makes it more fun. Everyone can come and have another go if they want, and then get banned again. It's fine. No harm, no foul. And then, so advanced meaning of this one, because it's a present, and I do think it's one of the key things. Even when we confront others, it's not necessary to fight nastily. To desire victory and to do everything possible in order to obtain it does not prevent us from being friends with our opponents or from seeing conflict as an occasion for reciprocal growth rather than a breach of trust. Well, there you go. Furthermore, this card recalls the need to continually keep in shape and to never cease if we want to be ready and able when we really need to be. No flabby brains when you've got lizard men on the line.
Mr. Lizard.
They'll be in there. I think I saw Mr. Lizard, but maybe that was somewhere else. Oh, look, the old evil's here.
I mean, from the past. Don't make the same mistakes, idiot. Okay. But if you start to spam, we're gonna have to like.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Time him out.
Spamming is the goal. Spamming, and if people are being like ridiculous without any backup, if they've got anything behind it, then fair. Oh, here we go. We're getting into some spamming. Which one should we get rid of? We'll get rid of Ricardo. We'll keep the evil for now, so there's only one spammer. Right.
If you rise non-stop 4 more times, I will spam him. Oh.
Yeah, go. Everyone's welcome to use their wrench. Everyone's got him. I think I should give Volpa a wrench. We see what happens if we give Volpa a wrench.
Oh my god, what the fuck are you doing?
Let's do it. It's been one of them streams, why not?
Oh god.
Where are you, Vol?
Poor Q,
I don't know where it is.
But at least Captain A won't be banning him every 5 seconds because he was doing that a couple of streams ago.
What, Takuya?
No, to opaque, and he was being nice to
Oh,
Lemon and thing, but there was some
right,
jealousy
right.
thing going
Yeah,
there.
what's
It
wrong
was
with
like
you?
he was being Abel was being nothing but nice with you two girls,
Right, right.
and the guy was like ban, 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 and the other
I think
mods
they were
were
messing
banning him.
about.
Oh, it was a spectacle.
I think
I
they were
was
messing
lurking, and it was beautiful. It was like a fucking ballet.
Yeah, yeah.
about. It is sometimes.
Mr. Vespati on banning Bob and Captain M banning him again, but he wasn't saying anything nasty. It was just like, yeah, don't talk to my girl.
Right, right, right. Yeah, because Volp got the magic, man. He's intimidated by the magic.
And he's closer to CV, wink, wink. He can
Oh
go.
yeah, he's on the same. He's on the same continent. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He just need to take 2 trains and he'll be there. Bang, bang, thank you, man.
Hello.
It's a joke. It's like,
What? How rude! How dare you! How dare you! Right. So the Six of Wands is the last one, which is the future, which is one of my favourite cards. Actually, this one: Herald, Messenger, Foreigner, Bringer of News, Honourable, Rival. That's the future. A foreigner who brings a gift is not an enemy. Even if he is different and speaks another language, it is important to welcome him and try to understand him. If he turns out to be a rival or the news he brings is not good, so be it. There is no need to be frightened beforehand. A meeting with foreigners or with someone different is always an occasion for growth and joy and can bring with it new ideas and open new roads.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. I think I know this is about. In the midst of a crowd of fae in shadow, a foreign fae moves slowly forward. He rides a large terrestrial tortoise and wears an amulet of protection around his neck. In his hand he carries a bonsai tree, an exotic species with strange leaves. The tortoise serves to indicate the distance of the journey and the slowness and seriousness that characterize it. The bonsai tree emanates light, but its shadow is not threatening. Yes, that's that. How interesting.
That was interesting.
That was pretty spot on, to be honest. That one in the middle, I love that one. The friendly exercise, the Troll Dojo card. That's why we're all here. You know what I mean? Otherwise, we end up with just getting old with flabby brains, and you just end up playing the same games, watching the same things, having the same reactions. Here in this place, we're always challenged, aren't we? There's always
Yeah. It seems like there's always something going on. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's like a crossword for the brain.
well, Ricardo plays the same games.
Yeah, well, Ricardo's not in mine.
Sorry, I had to steer the shit.
Yeah, big nose notwithstanding.
Well, he beat it today because he is using Game Genie now.
I didn't actually read it,
But he had infinite life, so it
No
was like.
squishy all around.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I know we were already over the Ricardo thing, but she's saying the same games, and I had to. It was the perfect opportunity for the joke.
Listen, I just got done snorting coke off a hobo's pecker. This is America. I can do whatever I want, including buy drugs on a live stream. Pull up!
We have Alvo finally on the panel. Like CPU's dream came true. Like we had Luis, and now we have Alvo. You have another one. Complimenting you or something, right?
I got this one.
You're watching Victor Vega, my favorite streamer who uses save states.
Thank you, Alvo. Thank you. Go back to smoking.
You should see this. You should see this. What the fuck is this? I bet this is buttocks. CP, check your chat. Ronnie's controlling it. Please check it. And then loads of StreamYard links. Loads and loads, like 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see it. You can all see it as well, can't you? Look at that.
No. It's 36 messages. This is not normal. It's either your boyfriend or like.
There's a StreamYard link there, right?
There's two different StreamYard links. Oh no, there's a short. There's a YouTube short here. Do we dare play it? Do we dare?
Please check your chat. Ron is controlling it. Please check what Ron is controlling it.
That was like half an hour ago or something.
I had a wrench and Ron never controlled anything.
No, I never saw it. One wasn't controlling.
But be careful, CB. I love you,
I'm
and
not
it's nothing to do with jealousy. But if what some people say is true, this could like lead into a very soon like nuke situation. Okay, if this is true that this person has done this,
We will lead into a nuke situation. I'll be nuking them fuckers. I'll be nuking them. Honestly, mate, wait till you find out.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what, like if what is true about this person and you like this,
Yeah,
and
mate, but listen,
and
even if,
it has happened 4 times before. Let's say it's not true, but it's not just
I'm not going to disregard anything, right? But all I need to go on is what someone's energy has been like as well, and how someone's been with me. And I've talked on voice. We've done lots, and it's like he is not selling me anything, and I'm not a fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time,
I know, CB, just
you look at Paste, and his intentions have not been honourable, but they've not even just been trollish. There's been like a bit of an obsession
yeah,
going
but
on.
the sequence of events has been kind of true, like so.
Well, there is that as well, but then that's because they always do the same thing. They were saying the same. Ricardo was saying the same shit about me, that I'm overly emotional and I'm a trouble causer and I'm dividing everyone. Until they got this new thing from Pace, they were using me.
Well, he go into the dude go into a community and targeting the woman into romanticizing her and everything, and this happening 4 times before. You know what I mean? It's like it kind of sounds familiar. I just
Yeah,
have
but
to.
this thing was happening.
I'm not anything against you.
I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying, but this thing was happening before any of that, before he even turned up. You know what I mean? This shit with Ricardo.
That's the beauty of it, because like that thing already, like when Pace say it was already, the wheels were already in motion, you know. So
It's nothing to do with
just
John.
because you predict something 3 weeks later when you don't know it happened doesn't mean it's not true, you know. It's like
Yeah, that's it. But the thing is, as well, it's like this all was happening. He's trying to latch, the way I see it, he's trying to latch his thing, which has got some realm of bit of truth or connection to it. He's trying to latch it onto this situation, like he's tried to latch onto everyone's conversation, everyone's chat, everyone's fucking comment.
Just telling you that sometimes, you know, just telling you, just I don't wanna start a war with you or anything.
Oh no, that's it. All I'm saying is there's you can tell when someone's trying to sell you something, and you can tell when someone's trying to manipulate you into action. And Don has not done that. And secondly, what Pace didn't realize, because he wasn't in the Discord and he did pay no attention until it perked his ears up that he could get something out of it, that he didn't realize that me and you had been having our cycles anyway. We'd had ructions in the Discord and all sorts of shit had been going off way before Don turned up, and it all needed sorting out. Don was just a catalyst that it became a thing, because all of a sudden there was someone from outside that made it all really weird all of a sudden, and then no one spoke about it, which made it even weirder. And then Ricardo comes in with his fucking isolate and reinforce, utilizing that breakdown in communication that we had briefly for a day or two, but then that was it. That's all it takes with these fuckers. And the next thing you know, you've got flying monkeys up the yin yang and the lot, and then I'm not even coming over to your chat anymore to talk about it, because there's no point, because I just get buried. Then the next thing I know, obviously Vic doesn't know what's going on, but he's getting the spinach. And Wisp thinks I've got a problem with him, and that happens within a course of a couple of days. That's what I'm talking about. I never got none of that shit from Don Kingsley. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so this guy, Don Kingsley, Captain A, whatever, not from just Paste, because I saw videos already from a million subscribers. Listen, like, not just Pace being like a paranoid motherfucker or anything. Many people had called him out, and this behavior with engaging with women and then going like mad at her and everything. It's been a pattern for many times. Do you think that may be remotely possible? Like,
yeah,
okay. That's all I want to hear. Thank you. That I won't keep you up with that. Yeah, I wish you do the best. I hope you find like the final, both of you. It's okay to try many times. You know, I'm not blaming Captain N. It's okay, but the whole thing that is like, it goes after the woman in the community and romanticizes, and then it turns to shit. Like,
I totally get where you're coming from, and I'm sure that Captain N would understand where you're coming from your perspective, but as well take on the fact that these people are totally fucking smear campaigners. apparently Paste has been like proper like a dog with a bone with this guy, and he's just got it in him. You know what it's like when you're a troll. You know, he's got it in him for this guy. He's got nothing specifically. You know, he's not done anything.
I watch Captain Instinct sometimes. I learn there when I'm doing stuff. But my point is that the behavior kind of represents what Pace said. You know, like you.
I get that, but also what Pace said is he linked it on and said, and then he divides communities, which is bullshit because it wasn't him who divided the community on this. That was already
I'm not saying that part is true. I'm just saying.
I know, but what that proves to me is that Pace doesn't know what the fuck he's on about because he's trying to lump everything in with it. And so his prediction is actually some like false observation of the past, if you know what I mean, because that's already something that's already happened, and now he's going to.
Fair enough. Again.
You know what I mean? And it's like there was parts of it that were congruent.
I'll buy the flowers at the wedding. Don't worry. I'm not like spending my way on like between.
I know you're not. You're fine.
I'm just like okay.
I get what you're saying.
This was meant. This was said, and this is happening, and it's a real thing. You know, like, we saw we saw the stream thing, and it's been out like. And it's okay. We did it also, like in the past. I don't mind. I want to say like
it only happened once, so the multiple times is a lie. Apparently, I've just had a message. It only happened once with another. So basically, the story goes. I wanted him to come on and tell himself. That's why I didn't want to go into it tonight.
That's great. Again, I'm just telling you.
I'll tell you the basics of the story. Is that there was like basically. Like me and you, do you know what I mean? A bit of a relationship online. It went fucked up because he was the sort of focal point like you were. And they all used to go and gather around his fucking channel to bitch and moan about each other because they were all simping over this one woman and they all fucking falling out over it all the time, right? But because they all wanted like a little bit of a fucking shine on hit from his torch, like they do with you, they were all around his up his arse all the time. And because he was free and easy and a little bit generous and giving people, you know, bit more in the happy clappy YouTube land, I think, but like more in the sort of giving each other shout outs and shit like that, right? Because he was more generous in that way, they all came and took it as a weakness, like with you, and then they all followed him from place to place. They made fucking, you know, it's like with trolls, made videos up about him. They just focused on him because as well, it's all fucked up because they put this woman on a pedestal then, don't they? Because she's, you know, they've been paying for her. They've been chucking money at this woman for a long time and they've been trying to get her favor. So all she has to do is show her favor to certain people to manipulate them to do anything they want. And so I'm just giving an example of how different that sort of environment is and how fucked up it is and how it's pushed for, like, she's trying to get her fucking bread and butter out of this. Do you know what I mean? And then you've got like all these simps fighting over it, right? So it's not really conducive to decent, honest discussion and honest evidence, I would say. And then you take on the fact, the way that Paste has been about it, the approach that he's used, the disrespectful attitude that he's had towards all of us, in my opinion, like walking in thinking that we're going to fight his battles for him based on his fucking bullshit. And then when I tried to challenge him to ask him for any evidence, he told me to shut the fuck up in that Discord. That's all he had for me. Then the next thing I know, he's there with his mate trying to fucking be up all in my chat, spinning a load of fucking yarns, like he's been in every other person's chat straight away. He's not got no shame because it just shows everyone his agenda. It shows everyone. I've not been doing it. Don's not been doing it. He's not got any reason to fucking go around in everyone's chat and make shit up about Paste. Paste is the one doing all this shit. He's not even got a problem. He was never, whatever fucking he did to this woman, he was nothing to do with this woman apart from simping over her. Like, he has got nothing to do with it apart from trying to curry favour in this simp community by going back with a gotcha and go, I got him, which is exactly the same shit as what's happened to you, Evil. And it really is exactly the same shit, honestly. And if you hear it, there's the actual story, but no one's listened to him. No one's even wanted to talk about him. Everyone's just been watching him, watching. And as if I haven't seen that everyone's had their fucking eyes on him, but no one will fucking talk to him. Like...
I'm just putting the cards on the table, you know. Like I'm not taking any sides. I'm saying,
but that's what
this.
That's what I'm talking about these fucking smear campaigns.
That's why it has to be talked about, you know, because it cannot be like, oh, Red Bull, I cannot tell you this on there and everything. No, let's speak about it because otherwise it's gonna be like hearsay and this and that. So let's hear both sides of the story. That's all I'm saying. We heard that you were there on the Discord thing, you saw it, and then yeah, and now you're telling us the other side of the
Mm.
other
Well,
person's
we
story,
stumped
right?
him out because of his approach, and he never came back with any evidence. But what I saw on that Discord was, as soon as Ricardo had got me out, even though he wasn't in that Discord, it was just kind of like I'd kind of, through his spin and his narrative, I was made to feel like nobody wanted to talk to me, and I was just a pain in the ass, which was probably the case. So I just kind of like stepped back and let you have your private locker room chat. Do you know what I mean? But then I went back and I could see what Paste was doing. Do you know what I mean? I saw it like a mile off. None of you guys could see it, and it was just like, that's on top of me hearing the other side of the story. I also see how Paste is acting. I also know what trolls are like. I also know what it's like when you've got a fucking bee in your bonnet about someone. I also know what the taste of a psychopath tastes like. And I'm not saying Paste is one, but he is definitely exhibiting some of that energy with his obsession. And the fact that he doesn't really know this guy. This guy's just like an internet beef. He's not really championing fucking women's rights, because these guys are full-on simps, and they came round to my chat to harass me about this and to try and fucking curry favour with fucking Lima and doing all their shit, Machiavellian shit, after having nothing to do with me, like doing their shit, Fraggle shit around the place, which is fine, isn't it? That's what this place is for. But let's be right about it. Let's not lose friends over it, and let's not lose opportunities to actually talk to people who are proper sound, just because they've been bullied by people who are just these stupid petty trolls who can't think of anything new to do. So they're still harassing someone because he's found him. But mate, wait till you find out the rest of this story, which I'm not telling this out loud because we're going to have some fun with this, mate. We're going to have some rage with this.
All right, yeah, let's go with closing with two words. Like I had to say, like coincidence. Oh, interesting. You know, I had to say it because yeah, you can say 500 words, but yeah, it was like, oh, look, okay, this is exactly what this guy is saying,
Yeah.
that he knows this guy before before you met him, before
Right,
way for
right.
years.
Yeah, he does. He knows
Like he
him from-
said, this is gonna happen, and you know, like, come on, we have to answer. I'm just asking the question.
No, I massively appreciate that someone's actually talking about it. I knew it'd be you, Evil, because no one else has got the balls to fucking bring it up. It's ridiculous. Everyone else is just like dancing around the whole thing and not even dealing with it. It's just fucked up. What the fuck is going on with this? Have you seen this private chat?
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's like, if someone has to say, nothing will happen to you, I promise, then I know that something's going to happen to me.
Well,
you know what I
the
mean?
short is from Albert's channel.
I'm not doing anything they tell me to do. That's the PSG then.
If you play an Albert channel thing,
What?
you're gonna get banned. You're gonna get banned. Like you're gonna take a hard strike.
You don't dictate the conversation. 100%.
You're
That's what
gonna have a hard strike. Don't play whatever they're sending.
they just don't get. They just don't get to dictate.
It is the most likely.
Yeah, I mean, this could be.
And even if you don't like Ricardo, he's been sending those daily fucking voice chats like, Ricardo, remember you're gay. Ricardo, yeah, just to tell you that you're gay and you should always remember. It's like, look, that is the range, even if it's at your enemy, man.
But what Ricardo's done is he's given me a focus that isn't those guys, and I will keep on focusing on him because he's a piece of shit.
Okay, I really gotta go this time.
Yeah.
Let's
go.
all, let's
Have
all
a good
go,
night.
yeah.
We'll go. All right then. I have no idea what the fuck that is. Is that you, Buttocks? Are you just being a weirdo? I have no idea. But thank you for coming on. Thank you, Vic, for coming. Thank you, Lewis, for coming. And thank you, Evil. And thank you, Ron. And thank you, Evil. Thank you. Because I think we've really broken down some barriers tonight, and we could just all move forward and just have a laugh with it, can't we? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
That's the plan. Are you wondering what's going on with this thing?
What do you mean?
With this weird short thing and talk to Evers. Right. Anyway, all right then. See you later, everybody. Where's my chat? I can't get back onto the chat. I don't know how to do it. How do I get off this?
And stream. Don't just close the the bottom because you will leave studio and leave it open.
Oh, here we are. Oh, you're here at the end again, Heavy Metal Gamer. I said you could come up.
Yeah,
Yeah, mate. Next time, come up earlier and we can have a chat. Honestly, but you come too late. You always come right at the end. I reckon he's watching the whole way and he doesn't fucking say anything till right at the end. I reckon. But yeah, thank you, Volt, for coming. Thank you, Jerkers Clownstar. Thank you, Captain N. Maybe we'll have to have have you on panel sometime to discuss this. I think that's really important. Even if it's just at Discord, I think maybe we should have a chat. What do you think, Evil?
The what? Sorry?
Have a good chat with Captain M sometime so he can actually tell you guys about it all and talk to you himself about it all.
That's what he's sending you like crazy? Like
No, he's here on the chat here, look. You see? I know, I'm just saying I think it would be good if that happened. Either we had it on a panel or we did it in the Discord. I was out and about most of the day. Okay, fair enough. Well, happy bank holiday weekend for you guys as well.
Yeah, I can put another beer and listen to you guys for a few minutes. I need to pee, but yeah.
No, I was saying like if you want to, but I don't think he's up for it. But I was saying in future we could do it.
Oh, okay.
If you're up for it and have a chat about it all. And thank you to everyone for coming. Evil, do you want to stay on the line so we can watch this show or not? What do you think?
Watch what?
Watch this show, but we'll do it in private so that they don't get the satisfaction. Or do you want to go? It's up to you.
What show? We watch a show in private? What do you mean?
That Albert show that they've been putting on the chat. Do you want to watch it or not? We don't have to. I'm not particularly bothered.
The thing they have been sending you over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want, but maybe it's safer in the Discord because
that's what I was thinking.
I don't know how StreamYard works, but you might get even a strike even if it's off stream.
Oh, really?
I don't think so, but I'm paranoid. Okay, but
yeah.
You can end it and we can try.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys. Heavy Metal Gamer. See you next week. Hopefully, come earlier. All right then. See you later. Peace, everyone, and fuck the PSG.